Good morning, good morning, good morning. Whoo, happy Friday. We have a lot on deck this morning. But before we get to all of that, let me say good morning to you. And I'm going to do a short commentary on 11's live yesterday. And I'm going to speak on Sophie's live. Yes, I went in, I watched I think about an hour of Sophie's live. And and I'm going to discuss that real quick before we get on to other stuff. So, good morning, Tina. Marta, thank you for coming back. I'm not that bad. Hi, Jess Fletch. Hi, Sarah motherfucking C. Hi, crazy purple Kirby lady. Good morning. Nice to see you. Dan, as always, good morning. Tina, Scotland. It's not letting me go all the way up. Why? I'm sorry. I can't. Hold on. Let me try this other screen. Good morning. I can't remember. Good morning, Vault. Let me try to go all the way up. Yeah, I think Scotland. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry to hear you have to take your dog to the vet. So instead of me going through my morning spiel about my coffee and cigs, I just put up the goal. The goal is $40 for coffee, cigs. Oh shit, I forgot to put up liquor. Okay, so um, yesterday 11 did a live, and it was a great live. Okay, now good morning, Danny. Grand rising on this great Friday morning. Great Friday morning. So she did a live, and let me tell you what I heard doing this live. I heard about the festivals, Cody's dying mom, um, what he's going through. He's gonna kill, he's gonna kill himself. He was gonna do it before they went down to uh, allegedly Florida to go visit the soul, the dying mom. So when I heard that, I said, let me get this right. You were going to kill yourself before you went down to Florida because of internet bullshit that you've caused. And Cody allegedly, I'm not going to say allegedly, his mom is sick, but dying, okay, we're all going to die sooner or later, but his poor dying mom that you were supposed to be taking your husband to see, you're going to kill yourself. So not only is he's going to lose his mother, according to you, but he's also going to lose you. That's the most selfish shit I've ever heard in my life. That's the most selfish shit I've ever heard in my life. Therefore, I put the poll up. Does he deserve empathy or sympathy? Because he's crying over testicles being put up on the internet after you've put up people's family members, their children. You've done all of that, but you want sympathy and empathy. And then you're asking for money because you have to move. I swore you said that a while back. I heard somebody play that. So I wouldn't be taking trips down to Georgia to go allegedly babysit Angela's kids. No, it's not even allegedly, because Angela did say that on the TikTok live. Somebody, that was multiple people in my chat one day that put that in my comments. So listen to all of that. The names he called Sophie, which is nothing new. I mean, he's called us all names. He's good morning, Big Bad Wolf. Good morning, Mari Mar. He's called us all names. Okay. So good morning, Sweets and Beyond. So the fact that Sophie was supporting Deadly. Good morning, sister. Aren't you getting ready for your cruise? Um, the fact that she's supporting someone who, oh my God, sent him pizzas. He's been sent tampons, pizza, but no bombs. Uh, Nobody driving around pew pewing at his house. So, and then he said that Sophie was playing cooches, adding her commentary to it. Well, I'm saying commentary because that's not what he used. Adding her commentary to Cooch's Live. And Sophie's chat was telling her, we don't want to hear this. Okay, I call. Yes, tomorrow. I call you, Heidi. When did you call? Okay, I'll call you after this. I'll call you after this. She was playing Cooch's Live, and she was adding her commentary to Cooch's Live. So in his mind, he said the reason she stopped playing it is because her chat told her, Sophie, we don't want to hear this about our friend John. So she stopped playing it. So then I was like, okay. So then I waited maybe 4 or 5 hours after 11 because I went back and listened to it again. I had to ask, what is Sophie's channel name? So I got her channel name and I went over there. And when I, well, no, it was like 2 hours because when I went, it wasn't there. So I waited a while and then I went back. It was there. I don't know if she let it process or whatever she was doing. I have no idea. So I go in and I listen. And boy, did she come in hot. Okay. I don't know too much about Sophie at all. I only know what I've heard. And I don't let people shade or jade me about anybody else. I remember she used to come in my chat under recovery with Sophie, and she was in TL's chat, and she's gone up on panel with TL. And I remember that was before she started doing her live. So again, JY said that he started her channel. Nope, he didn't do that. Just like he tells everybody he started my channel. No, not true at all. So then I go in and I listen. I see you. Good morning, son. Your auntie is in the chat. So I go in and I listen to Sophie's. And I listened for about, I'm going to say about an hour. I didn't even skip. I think her stream was like 3 hours long. I don't know. I listened for an hour. So she said that she wanted nothing to do with him because of the way he treated her, and she should have gotten rid of him the first time he disrespected her on her panel. I heavily agree with that. She also stated that JY did that live on her for a cash grab. I'm going to agree with that. She also stated that JY paid his lawyer a flat fee for this RO against Maria. I'm inclined to believe that. She also went back to the video that he was speaking about, and she pulled it up. In that video, when she was playing cooches, she said that she couldn't take anymore, and she asked her chat, random thought. Terry Lynn was doing a live the other day, and it came across my YouTube. She was driving around talking, but had like 220 plus watching. Yes, Terry Lynn is searching for Sebastian Rogers, he's a 15-year-old young man that went missing with autism. He's been missing now for like almost 5 months. Okay. So she did say he paid his attorney a flat fee. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Let me keep my train of thought. She also said that she pulled up the video that he was speaking about, and it was the fact that she had heard enough, or she couldn't take anymore. So I don't know what she meant by that. She couldn't take anymore. So she asked her chat, guys, would you mind if I stop playing this and we can move on to something else? Not that her chat told her they didn't want to hear this. She wanted to move on to something else. And they said, it's your channel. Good morning, Just Beto. Good morning. So what is Flower Power doing with my son? Oh, Lord, that was my son with his injection. Okay, so she also straightened that out. And then she said that he's always changing the narrative. But he does. He changes the narrative to meet what he wants it to be. But when he flipped the narrative on what I had to say, no one said anything. No one said anything. But because now it's happening to them, it's like, oh, he's flipping the narrative. He always flips the narrative. Oh, you love the new background? Harmony did that for me, and I keep forgetting I have it. So good morning, Dreamsicle. Good morning, Claudia. So she also said something that I don't know Deadly, but she says that John and Deadly are just alike. John is just 20 years older than Deadly, and they act the same way. There is no difference between them. She also said that he's not a celebrity blogger. But let's get back to the part where she said he was at Angela's house, had everybody believing he wasn't there. So my question is, Sophie, when he was up there telling everybody he wasn't there, did you know he was there? And if you knew, why would you go along with that? Why? Why? If you knew that he was at Angela's, why go along with the lie? I never went along with any lie he had to say. I get it. But I have said it, and I've said it over and over and over again. Don't trust him. Everything you've ever said to him or sent to him, he's going to put it out. Then he was talking about the fact that when he said, I heard it on E11s, that Deadly contacted Sophie's son. Hi, Lauren Marie. Good morning. And Sophie came back and she said, how was that any of his business? Well, how is it any of his business about anybody else's relationships with their family members? How's that anybody's business? But everybody was up there. Oh, and then he says that she needed, what did he say? A boost to her channel, whatever. And Sophie countered with the fact that you needed a boost. Your channel got a boost by reading these private DMs. But again, Nobody had a problem with any of that. No one had a problem with any of that. I'm serious. Good morning. No one had a problem with it. Nobody corrected him on panel when you all knew he was lying. Or should I say, uh, he was having misrepresentation of what was said. Nobody corrected him. I understand that Rakin was in the chat. Who else was in the chat she was talking to? She offered Rakin a link if she ever wanted to come up or she had something to say. She also said that she had told him, or she had said on the platform, that this situation between him and Roadhog, she was going to stay out of it. That was between the two of them. So I didn't finish listening. That's what I got out of all of that. Oh, I think I'll give my brother-in-law a call. Oh God. Yeah. So sooner or later, all of these are friendships. But the manipulation. Now, he said he cut himself because he wanted to, he just wanted to, be eviscerated from this planet. His favorite word, because he says he eviscerated Whitney Lee. I didn't see it, but I'm sure he didn't. Okay. So you have Julie that been your ride or die for all these years. But you're going to send this to Sophie. And I hear Sophie said that she hadn't been talking to you. That she was, trying to get away from you. So yes, you knew she was doing it. You felt that friendship, those threads were unraveling. So you sent her a picture. Now, if you really wanted to kill yourself and you didn't want it to get out, why would you be sending around pictures? Leaves the question, how many people did you send that picture to of those festivals? Yes, I said festivals. Then I heard you say in the live that everybody was showing your husband's festivals. You named Brooke, E11, Cooch, Maria. I didn't see E11 putting that up there. Maria definitely didn't put it up there because she was in the hospital. I think Cooch showed it. I think Cooch did put it up. Yes, she did. Cooch put it up. Don't know if Brooke put it up because I haven't seen her live. I went through and I played some music that was asked of me. Haven't seen it. Haven't seen it. So I've only worn that shirt one time, not several times, Crazy Cat Mama. One time. No, twice. Twice. Take it back. Twice. I wore it when I got it, and then I wore it in Vegas. So now I'm trying to figure out, why is it you guys, when you're sitting on a panel with him, you're agreeing with everything he's saying. You're not correcting him when you know the truth, but you don't correct him. That's all I want to know. Where's the integrity when you know what he's spitting out is a lie? We know the bug doesn't have any. Okay? We know the bug doesn't have any. Hi, Simply Blonde. Good morning. Where is it when he's calling out and saying all these things? But it's okay to call me a black cunt or what is it? Gap tooth black cunt bitch. Like I said, I got your cunt. At least I can never say I had a man that had a boil that looked like that infested shit. diseased. The crying lives, the boogers, wiping all on your shirt. You a grown ass man and you're sitting online boo-hooing because a bunch of fucking women won't cow down to you. Or not scared of you. Give two fucks about you. You said you weren't coming back, that you were going to kill yourself. I said, bye, bitch, bye. Yes. Well, it was 2022. It was 2021. It's when I first moved here. That shit was disgusting looking. It was on his festivals. And we're supposed to feel sorry for you. You putting out everybody's family pictures. You're calling me ghetto. Oh, there's two sides. There's a ghetto Heidi and there's a white Heidi. You called the cops on air, lied and told them that I was harassing you and your dying sick mother with the cancer. Everybody knew that wasn't true because they heard the call. I called to verify if that case had anything to do with you. It did not. Did not. Nobody never said that Cody's mom wasn't sick. But you exploited that woman by putting her up on the screen for money. If Cody is so concerned about his mother, he should be there helping his poor dying mother take care of his autistic sister. So, good morning, Sudie. And all these women, everybody, when I looked at that chat, when I went back to look, and they were saying, one person asked, what was his date of birth? Where does he live? You know, I'm sitting there going, all the fake welfare calls that were done. And that tells me your chat knows that you're lying and you're doing this for sympathy and for cash because you have to move. You need cash apps because if they give you a super chat, you won't get it to the 21st of the next month. It's nobody's responsibility to make sure you have money to move. If I had to move, I wouldn't be taking a trip down there to take care of somebody else's grandkids. Because by no way do I believe you were on your way to go see Cody's mother. And Sophie did say something. She said you could have met Sophie's, Cody's mom in a parking lot in a grocery store at night if you really wanted to see your mother. I mean, his mother. No one stopped Cody from seeing his mom. No one. No one. He's been back there how long now? Has he figured? I mean, we know he can fly because he flew to Nevada. He flew to Vegas. So we know he can get on a flight. I would be driving, but we're on live 3 or 4 times a day from what I understand. You can go off live right now, drive down there. No one would ever know that you were down there visiting if you really wanted to see your mother. But when I heard that door cam or that ring cam, that woman acted like she didn't even know you were coming. I kept hearing, and you said it again, that they interrogated Cody's sister. No, they didn't. They asked her, have you seen your brother talk? And she goes, no, he doesn't come to me. I swore you said that when they came to the house, she was in a gown and her pick line. Oh, you also said that they forced their way in. Didn't see that either. Is there another video that we're missing? I have watched that ring cam video on, what is it? Local news, LOL news. I've watched that over and over again to see what I was missing. Nothing you said is accurate except the cops went to the house. Okay. Yes, everybody would. And Flower Power, thank you for the super chat. I see it. Thank you so much. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, good morning, good morning. That's all I have to say on that. Again, when shit hits the fan, that's when everybody wants to come out and say the truth. So you were complicit to him telling the chat that he's going to need more money for an attorney that he paid a flat fee to. And I'm saying you, that's everybody that's around that probably knew it was a flat fee. Complicit. Oh, the police stopped her at the grocery store. Yes, I remember. I heard that one too. So they must be walking around the grocery store with a picture of his mother or following her around and go, hey, let me get you in the grocery store. Have you seen your son? That never happened. Pull the footage from the grocery store. Let me see that one too. But his mother is sick and dying, but she's in a grocery store. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. When my dad still undergoing cancer treatment, he gets the shot every month. You never heard me come on here. Oh, my poor dying sick dad. My poor dying sick dad. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, he said people are calling her nonstop. I hope that's not true. Good morning, Savage. I'm so happy to see that you're going live today. I'm so happy to see you're going live today. Tweety Hampton, good morning. Good morning. So I did go over and I listened to Sophie. And I only listened for like an hour. It was like an hour, 7 minutes and something. But I listened. She came in hot. She really did. And the fact that he said that she and Brittany were the best of friends, whatever. Brittany came in her chat and she said that just because they're cordial doesn't mean they're friends. And anybody, like, I'm best friends with Cooch. I'm best friends with everybody. People you don't like. You want to make everybody feel that everybody's plotting against you. When really no one gives a fuck until you bring up their names. People wake up. You're only a number and a dollar sign to him. That's it. A number and a dollar sign. When he said that Sophie wouldn't go up against him because she knew that he would have the views. Sophie said she didn't give that. If that was 5 fucking people in her chat, she was going to say what she had to say. And that's exactly how I felt. When he and I had our falling out, I probably lost, what was it, 27 people? I didn't give a fuck. Because if you were there for me, you would be there for me. And not because he and I had a relationship. Good riddance. And then you start getting messages. Oh, I still watch you. I still watch you. You're showing the bushes, but I don't want him to be mad. Don't watch my fucking show in the bushes. I can't stop you. But you didn't have to send me that and tell me that shit because I don't care. Good morning, Gwen. So that's all I have to say about that. Anybody has any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Oh, our poll. Let me take a look at our poll. We have 10% says that he should get empathy or sympathy, and 90% really are saying hell to the fucking no. Hell to the motherfucking no. Okay, so I know you've been working, but I am so happy. So, guys, we have an Amber Alert that went out this morning. Yes, I just had to get that off my chest. I did. And I didn't want to hear say this, that, and the other. I had to go listen for myself. And because if E11 hadn't said that she was live, I would have never known that she was live. What's for lunch today? Spaghetti and meatballs. Last night I made me a pot of meatballs and spaghetti, and I'm gonna have that. So I made a small pot, not a big pot. And then I will start. Oh, y'all gonna have to pray for me because I'm gonna start a 7-day cleanse. Thank you, Savage. I will be starting a 7-day cleanse starting on Sunday. So, I definitely wanted to touch on that. Now, I'm sure there's going to be, I'm not going to play anybody's lives, although I thought about it, but I can regurgitate what I heard. I'm not misrepresenting anything that was said. I'm speaking to what was said and not interjecting my thought. Well, I'm adding my commentary to it, but I'm giving you the facts. Yep. Yes, tell Lou. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to do one better. I'm going to send him a picture. Yes, I'm going to cleanse. I'm going to send him a picture. So I will send him. I'm gonna send him a picture. But when I'm there, I will make Lou spaghetti and meatballs, and I'll make enough for him to freeze it, and so he can have it when I'm leave. There is no escaping. Oh my God. Volty vote. So anyway, uh what else is there? Okay, so we do have an Amber Alert, guys, and this Amber Alert was issued out of Texas. I'm just looking to make sure we don't have any questions about what I just said. Danny, you know you got an open invitation. I'm serious. I took 2 days off and I'm still waking up at 4 something in the morning. And my alarm is turned off. Okay. My alarm is turned off. And I still get up. I'm gonna send a picture directly to Lou. I'm gonna hit him on Facebook. Okay, so well, my understanding, he says that the cops are coming every day, but he's not opening the door. When they come with a warrant, you're not going to have a choice. Good morning, Esmeralda. Esmeralda, look at my. Oh, I still didn't put my my cooking on a playlist. I still didn't do that yet. I'm going to do that this weekend. I'm going to do that this weekend. Shit, I might do it today. So let's see. JY, it's time JY faced legal consequences. It would be great if he had to report to a probation officer and he had his internet access restricted. Oh, that's asking for, that's hoping and wishing on a prayer. I know you are. So this is out of Texas. Hold on. Let me just share the screen. Because when I was getting ready to come on live, it hit me. Not hit me. It popped up. Hello? Hello? Okay, I need to go out. Okay, I kicked myself. And thank you, my niece. Oh my God, my niecey Pooh. Nate, your cousin is in the chat. Your favorite cousin is in the chat. Thank you, my niecey Pooh. I got kicked out. I don't know what happened. I'm good, guys. I got kicked out. Do you? Okay, I'm good now. Hi, Chantel Gucci. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, guys, I have met my goal today of $40. So, I'm going to unpin this, okay? Because I need to get food and smokes, okay? Hi, E11. So, I also need liquor. And right now, my goal is going to be every day I'm going to have a goal, okay? We're going to have a goal. And we got to make sure that you take care of my needs, okay? Because it's your responsibility to make sure that I'm able to eat, have smokes, have liquor, and just do whatever the fuck I want to do with your money, okay? I'm not going to tell you I need money because I have to move. I'm not going to tell you I need to buy my kids school clothes because school is starting. I'm just going to come in and grip. I don't need a new laptop, although if you do that shit again, I might. I'm gonna need to get some. I need money because I'm gonna get some chickens like E11. I don't know where I'm gonna put them at yet, but I'm gonna get me some chickens. Oh yeah, and vacations. My son is gonna call the peoples on me. I'm just saying, I'm gonna need you guys to take care of me. Now, I did notice that there was uh I need to get some gardening supplies. I haven't got the garden set up yet, but I do have flower pots and stuff that I use to plant all my seeds. But I need gardening supplies. And I'm going to need money for shit. I don't know. I'm going to need money for my bubble bath and stuff. Oh, yeah. And Savage needs money for moving. Okay. Yes, I'm getting chickens. Oh, and I need $55 for Subway. Okay. But E11, my stuff is sprouting, E11. I have the planning was successful. Everything is sprouting now. I am so excited. So, guys, if you missed E11's live yesterday, go check it out for yourself. And I'm glad she did because she does. Oh, I need to do an Amazon wish list. I keep forgetting. Guys, I'm going to do an Amazon wish list. And I'm going to mirror other people's wish lists. Okay. I will be doing an Amazon wish list. So if you guys need something from Amazon, let me know and I'll just add it to the list too. Okay. So we're going to do an Amazon Prime. Oh, yeah. Thank you, son. Prime Day is coming up, which I have 2 deliveries coming from Amazon this today and Sunday anyway. But I will be ordering stuff from, and oh yeah, guys, by the way, it's blue crab season. It's coming up right now. I'm going to need you to donate to my blue crab fund because last year I spent $183 when I shipped in. It was what was it? No, it was 20 pounds of crabs. And I thought it was 2 pounds, but it was really 20. I don't know what I thought it was 20 crabs, but it was 20 pounds. So I'm going to need you all to chip in. And I see Flower Power, you have helped out. Okay. So every day we have a goal to get me to being able to get these blue crabs in so I can make my gumbo. Dorit Frank, I will be calling you today. You and I need to have a conversation. Oh, wait a minute. Danny needs $75 for the car she's buying in 6 months. Oh my God. Okay, I don't need to griff you rum because you're not drinking. Oh, yes, Val. Every content creator, whether people follow you and listen to you and can tolerate the sound of your voice, needs to do a wish list. Every content creator needs to have a wish list. I don't care if we put a $2 bag of candy on there. But no, let's not do $2. That's too cheap. We got to put shit on there like for $279. We need to put on shit like that for $120, $89.99. Let's not think about people. Let's just say, oh, this, yeah, let's just make this wish list. Every time you come in here, girl, you want to somebody pay your mortgage. Because Debbie, everybody has a wish list. We need a wish list, okay? I'm just saying. Okay, let's get to this missing kid because I ain't got time for these crazy ass people. I really don't. I really don't. Sweets and Beyond, you need cooking supplies, okay? Oh, Vault, you better start grifting for your child's college, okay? Savage tried it. It didn't really work out too well because she was called a grifter and all this other stuff. But let's see how it works out for you. Sweets and Beyond, we need you to put up a wish list for your pots, your pans, your spoons, your seasonings, you know, that kind of stuff. See, when I did my wish for my, when T wanted me to do a wish list, I put coffee on there, which was like $7.98. I think the highest price thing I had on there was a mic. That was $49.99. That's what I did. And you know, everything that was on my wish list, I think I got. I had a mug that was $6.98. Shit like that. Savage, I didn't even know you had a wish list. Now I need to go look. I didn't even know you had a wish list. Oh, you need oyster shells? Girl, add that to your wish list. Gamecock Jenny, you need a wish list as well. Oh, you're going to be doing lives. Oh, my God. Yes, I love your cooking lives. Yeah, Just Beetle, you don't have to ask me that. Yes, you can drop E11's link. Guys, please go hit E11. Please sub up to E11. Please, 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 please. Oh, you have a storefront? Okay. I'm going to have to take a look at that. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to the missing kid with the Amber Alert. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then I have the complaint for Alexee Trevizo. I have it. I told you I was going to pull it. I was going to do it this weekend. I'm going to do this shit today. Okay. Let's look at the Amber Alert for the little, beautiful little boy. And I just pulled it straight from the site. The Amber Alert was issued in Texas. The little boy went missing from New York. Okay. He's a 6-year-old. He was last seen Thursday night. Okay. His name, wait a minute. Did he get, oh, okay. Henderson Calderon Carranza. He's 6 years old. He was last seen in Houston. Here he is, which is a really bad picture of him. He was last seen in Houston, and I'm taking the man he's seen with is his dad. He's missing out of Suffolk County, New York, and he's described as 3'2", weighing 55 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. Okay, this is the man that he was last seen with in Houston. And the man's name is Jose Calderon Alvarez. He's 60 years old. He's a person of interest. So when I get off of here, I will be putting that up on my community tab. But he is missing. Oh, Daroop. Wait a minute. 11. I can't kept hearing him say DeRuth. I'm like, who the fuck is DeRuth? And then I realized when you put the name, and I looked at the screen, it said Dorothy. Yes, Houston is a world of his own. DeRuth. Oh my God. DeRoot. Oh my God. He meant Dorothy. And then he said he had a message with her when she said that Brooke was abusing her kids. And I'm like, where's the message? I want to see it. Nathan, I was told last night in the chat that Biden said yesterday that Donald Trump was his vice president. No, Nate, I don't need a doctor. I do not need a doctor. I do not need a doctor. I am good. Oh my God. Okay, guys, this is no longer funny. This man has dementia. He also called Ukraine's President Putin. What? Where was this? What? I got to hear it. Oh my God. Yeah. It's a good thing he's not signing any damn documents. It's a good thing that we have other powers. Oh, he corrected himself seconds later. He doesn't have dementia. Okay, what does he have? Good morning, Mr. Jimenez. So what does he have? Does he have sundowners? Because, that's, that come and goes for some people. I'm sorry. Okay, I am so sorry. But guys, we got another, oh my God. And everybody is sitting there thinking that Barack is he's running a country and Joe is just there. Barack is not the president. Now, one thing I heard last night that Angel said, and I said this a few weeks back. If you don't like the president, that's your choice. But respect the office that he holds. That is the leader of your country. People go, oh, Trump wasn't my president. Trump wasn't my president. Obama's not my president. This one's not my president. You respect the office, whether you like the person or not. That man is your commander-in-chief. Commander-in-chief. That's who that is. I think they're all crooked. They go in office, no money. They come out, they're rich as shit, getting pensions and every damn thing else. But respect the office. Please respect the office. I can't stand Trump. Can't stand him. But if he's elected president, that's going to be my president. Thank you. I like Bush. I like Reagan. But I don't like. And I like Bush Sr., not Bush Jr. Bush Sr., not Jr. So I like Bill Clinton especially when he said, describe sexual. He wanted them to describe their description of sexual intercourse. I was like, damn, Bill, that shit was funny. Hi, Sappho. Good morning, sweetie. Yes, I haven't read Project 25. I heard about it last night, and I also heard that Trump has distanced himself away from 2025. Yep, he needed a clear definition. Clinton reminds me, Lil Woody reminds me of Clinton right about now. He needs everything clarified to him. Everything needs to be clarified for Lil Woody. Girl, you don't want me to be president. Oh my God, the FBI is here. Really? Oh my God, did they go to his house? Oh. See, let me show you how I'm going to fix this real quick, because I think you guys just don't have any kind of common sense. So let me fix this really quickly, because I don't have time for stupidity. And let's see, custom. And unlike other people, I'm not going to say so and so is doing this, because don't know who's doing it. But let's do that. So there we go. Now, I don't want you to be a bitch of a monograder. No, there was somebody came in here and said that. So got it. So I try not to be rude and put on subscribers mode only, but I have to. No, somebody came in with the name FBI. Anyway, if you didn't see it, you don't need to see it. So anyway, let's get back to this 2-year-old. Look, let's get back to the 2-year-old. And I don't want to be sidetracked by dumbass comments in the chat. So the mods that are in here, if you see it, yank them out the chat. If you see it, if you guess there's something wrong, you don't have to wait for me to see it. And don't just time them out. So don't just time them out. Get rid of them. Because I don't want to put subscribers only mode on. I really don't. But that keeps me from going the F off on people and not losing my concentration. Okay, I'm good. So let's go. We have a 2-year-old that died in the car, but that's not the hold of it, okay? Let me let you know. I know they're desperate. No, I don't know if the FBI went to their place. Someone came in the chat and said FBI Heidi. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, it's work hours, but I'm off today. So, and I have a report that I have to do, and I have to get it turned in by 11:30. See, they troll me, but I don't care, because I don't troll anybody. And here's the difference between me and you, is when I have something to say, I say it under my name. Under my name. When he was going off of, but he's going to kill himself, it was bye, bitch, bye. I've tried to do it several times. I said, be like Nike. Just do it. And then you kept saying, I said, well, shit, you a failure just like the bee, because everything you attempt, you don't succeed. So I said it under my name. I don't hide from nobody. Oh, but I did, son. I did. Because the man calls me a black bitch cunt with a gap tooth. Okay. Yes, I can. And I did. Yes, I did. I said, be like Nike. Just do it. Shit. How many attempts do we need? His own husband told him, just do it. So shit, I don't care. So anyway, this happened in Arkansas. This was yesterday. I wouldn't care. Wouldn't care. This happened in Arkansas yesterday. So a 2-year-old died after being left in a hot car. But here's the issue. Well, that's the issue right there. The parents were in a hospital with a 3-year-old child that they had abused, and they took the 3-year-old to the emergency room. The parents' names are Justin Rollins and Deja Rollins. They were at the hospital with their 3-year-old because they were accused of abusing the child. Okay, they were so they went to the hospital. When the cops were called, they were questioning them about where are their other children. So they wouldn't say. Cops got there, they arrested them for the abuse inflicted on the 3-year-old child that was in the hospital. And that's when they discovered they had, 4 other children, ages 2, 4, 7, and 10. It is harassment. So not only do I want you to hide them, I need you to report them as well. Click the report button, and any account that's associated with that account, they will be blocked on YouTube. And thank you, JH, and I don't care. I don't care. That's what he doesn't understand. He tries to get underneath my skin. I heard him on Coochie's chat on what Coochie were replaying him. Where is motherfucking black fucking cunt Heidi? There's the link, bitch. Bitch. Why would I take your fucking link? You're not worthy of my presence, okay? You're not worthy of my time or my energy. Oh my God. So anyway, so the cops found out about the kids, okay? And there were several child abuse reports through DCFS. So they go out, security guards called Jacksonville police. They informed them that there were 4 kids trapped inside of a vehicle in the parking lot. The temperature was 92 degrees. The police and the security located the children, removed all of them from the hot vehicle. All the children were suffering from heat exhaustion, and they were taken to the hospital. The 2-year-old little boy, his name is Jaden, he succumbed and he was pronounced dead. They also found a malnourished dog at their home. So now the little boy is being his autopsy is supposed to be today. Both parents are facing capital murder charges. They're facing 5 counts of first-degree domestic battery, 5 counts of neglecting a vulnerable person, 5 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor, 1 count of animal cruelty, and 1 count of obstructing government operations. So, they had 4 kids in the car, took the 3-year-old into the hospital because of the abuse that they did. When the cops get there, they arrest them for that neglect, and then they started questioning them, and that's when they found out about the 4 other children that they left in the car. 92 degrees. 2-year-old little boy died. Good morning, Rottweilers. Good morning. But guys, have you heard the story about the two women that are accused of murdering their sugar daddy? Did we hear about that? And cutting off his finger. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Yes, I am. This is in Washington, D.C. Two women, I found the video too. Two women, they're accused of, well, they're suspects in the murder of their sugar daddy, okay, who was 53 years old. One's 19, the other one is 22. So they've been accused, I'm so serious, this is not funny, of cutting off his thumb and using it to get his money. So let me get you this video. I said, well, hi, Aaron. What are these people going to come up with next? Because, everything is, eye recognition and finger. Oh, my God. I'm like, what is going on? And then we're going to go to Trevizo. Okay. So let me get this here. Put this on a big screen. Take the comment down. Yes. Okay. It's not funny because a man lost his life. Okay, here we go.
In a 49-page affidavit filed in D.C. Superior Court, investigators laid out a gruesome and diabolical scheme. The woman on the left, listed as suspect number 1, police say, is 19-year-old Audrey Miller. The woman on the right, listed as suspect number 2, is 22-year-old Tiffany Taylor Gray. According to the court affidavit, Gray and the victim...
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got to go back. Hold on. That picture scared the shit out of me when they popped it up like that. I'm serious.
Old Tiffany Taylor Gray. According to the court affidavit, Gray and the victim, Fazil Teklemariam, knew each other. The affidavit says one witness told police the 53-year-old was her sugar daddy. In these two photos, police say suspect number 1, Audrey Miller, and Teklemariam are seen together entering his apartment on April 1st. D.C. police believe Fazil Teklemariam had been dead inside his third-floor apartment here on Peabody Street Northwest for about 4 days before his body was discovered.
Now, I bet that was an odor out of there. 4 days. Was the air conditioning on? Don't know.
According to a court affidavit filed in the case, he had suffered blunt force trauma to the head. He'd been stabbed, and his right thumb had been cut off. A witness told police that the thumb was used to gain access to a cash app and to buy liquor and drugs. Included in the court affidavit, investigators attached numerous photos from surveillance cameras mounted outside 2 entrances to the building, as well as the foyer and the hallway leading to the victim's apartment. Police say 2 men, one they have identified but not charged, were seen with the 2 women coming and going from the building over several days. Investigators say the suspects used the victim's key fob to get into the building and were seen carrying items out of the apartment. There was also evidence suggesting cleaning agents had been used to conceal or eliminate evidence. Police say they got a couple of breaks in the case. Last year, Teklemariam filed a complaint with D.C. police claiming suspect number 2, Tiffany Taylor Gray, had taken his phone and used it to steal $1,800 from his cash app.
Now, let me ask you, when you have a sugar daddy, I'm trying to understand what's a sugar daddy. Now, Mr. Jimenez could be considered a sugar daddy. He's always clean cut, always in a suit, but this guy is not living, he's living in an apartment in DC, probably around DuPont Circle. And he doesn't have his own home. How is he a sugar daddy? I'm sorry. I don't know what the criteria is for a sugar daddy. I need to get one.
Break number 2 came when investigators learned Teklemariam's cell phone last pinged from a tower in College Park. not far from where Gray rented an apartment. A law enforcement source familiar with the investigation says the claim Teclamariam was Gray's sugar daddy has so far not been verified. Investigators believe the victim's severed thumb was used to access his phone. To date, investigators have not found the victim's thumb or the electronics stolen from his home. Audrey Miller is locked up in the D.C. jail and is waiting a preliminary hearing. Gray is in custody in Prince George's County.
Now, she is 19. Does she look 19? Does she look 19 to y'all? Huh.
Where she was arrested last week. In the district, Paul Wagner, News 4.
Thanks for watching.
Okay,
stay updated.
So thank you. Take your thumb. So if you guys want to come K me, I don't use my thumbprint, okay? I don't. So you have to cut off all my fingers and take my eyeball out. Makeup or 6 filters will change your appearance, I tell you. So if you guys want to kill me, I'm going to need you to cut off all my fingers, except for my thumb, because I don't use my thumb, and my eyeball, so you can get into my shit. Hi, Bambi. Good morning. Good morning, Bambi. Okay, so we talked yesterday about Alexee Trevizo and what she did to her baby. And what she did to her baby. So Square was talking. Well, Square was here, and I was telling him about the lawsuit against the Artesian Hospital in New Mexico. See, exactly, because they'll cut off. See, so they're going to have to pull my eyeball out too. All right. Now, I pulled it up, and it's on page 3. I'm going to give you what happened to Alexee. So let me share my screen. And guys, if I start boring you when I'm reading this, please let me know, because I want to make sure that everyone understands what's going on with this case. Okay. So this is factual background. Bambi, where is Square? You're right, Michael. Heidi, you tried to keep JY together, but you can't help people that don't want to change. You're so much happier since you, and I am a lot happier. A lot of people are. Oh, they're gonna have to wear my face. I'm serious. I got so many messages when I removed myself. And when Amber and I went our separate ways as well. Okay, so Bambi, here we go. Here's the factual background. Okay, on January 26, 2023, Alexee, the surviving mother of the decedent, attended Artesian High School as a student, was on a cheer squad, attended blah, 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 blah. On January 26th at approximately 11:47 p.m., Alexee was taken to AGH emergency department complaining of low back pain and abdominal pain. On a pain level of 1, 10 being the greatest, Alexee stated that she was at a 10. Alexee is a female of childbearing age. Alexee had regular mens, meaning her cycles, had used birth control pills and condoms, worked out at a minimum of 2 hours, 5 days a week, and had worked out on January 26, 2023 for over 3 hours with her cheer team. On January 27th, 2023, at approximately 12:05 a.m., Alexee was seen in an emergency department at AGH, at which time the attending physician was Heather Marshall Vasquez, MD. Now, here's the part right here. They did examine her, but they didn't wait for test results. Upon examination, Alexee complained of low back pain and told the doctor that she had been at cheerleading practice and felt she needed to have a bowel movement, but was unable to do so, and further indicated she was also experiencing abdominal pain. Alexee denied pregnancy and informed the doctor that she was on her period. That's in quotations. On her period is in quotations. Alexee was asked if she had undergone a pelvic exam before. She told the staff of AGH that she had not. Now, how did she get birth control pills if you never underwent? Because you should go see a doctor so you can be examined when you become a young woman. At least by the age of 16 and 17, you should at least go see a doctor. Okay? All right. So she told them that she had not. On January 27, 2023, at 12:18 a.m., medication was given to Alexee consisting of citalopram and acetaminophen. You know, that ibuprofen shit. On January 27, 2023, at 12:28 a.m., medication was given to Alexee consisting of sodium chloride, ketorolac, I forgot what this is called, ondansetron, and morphine sulfate. All of these drugs, this cocktail, was in her system. A saline lock and urinalysis were completed, but no specimen was received for the serum, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, was received ACJ qual serum, a qualitative HCG blood test checks if there is hormone called human chorionic, oh my God, I'm not even in a person's blood, which produced during pregnancy. On January 27th at 2023 at 12:28 a.m., lab tests were ordered, and such orders were entered at 12:30 a.m. Remember, she's given a drug cocktail, 12:18, 12:28. Lab tests were ordered at 12:28. Well, were entered at 12:30. On January 27th at 12:28 a.m., a pregnancy serum test was ordered and collected at 12:38 a.m. It was received at 12:31 a.m. and reported at 12:51 a.m. by a call out to Chris Sanchez, which is the nurse, showing positive for pregnancy. The doctor knew at 12:51 that she was pregnant, but at 12:28 and at 12:18, they gave her a whole bunch of drugs. Gave her a whole bunch of drugs. They found out at 12:51 a.m. she was pregnant. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, Chantel Gucci, you just popped up. She's begging for food again. Yes, they have a lot of legal challenges, okay? The doctors and nurses admit that at 12:51 a.m., they received on their computers the notice of the results of the blood test showing that Alexee was pregnant. The medications, which were given via an IV, the medicine was continued at 12:51, even knowing she was pregnant. They never cut the medication off. The medication was not stopped after defendants knew at 12:51 hours that she was pregnant. Medication was not stopped. Okay, Bambi, her lack of knowledge, The hospital did something wrong. They gave a teen young woman a drug cocktail without even waiting for the results. Point blank, period. That's what it comes down to. You have nurses in this chat. Nurses in the chat. Okay, you're not saying they didn't mess up. Okay, they screwed up. On January 27, 2023, Alexee said she needed to use the bathroom. A nurse removed the IV at 1:39 in the morning, and Alexee ran down the hall from her room to the public bathroom in the emergency room. The doctor and other healthcare providers knew or should have known for 48 minutes that Alexee was pregnant. On January 27, 2023 at 1:40 a.m., Alexee's mother checked on her and she had not come out the bathroom, and checked on her again at 1:49 a.m. So she was in the restroom all this time. At 1:56 a.m., the emergency department staff at AGH checked on Alexee, and one of the nurses got the key to unlock the bathroom door. But before the door was unlocked, Alexee exited the bathroom. On January 27th, 1:57 a.m., Alexee exited the bathroom. Oh, they need to fix their typos. Exited the bathroom, and no one assisted her as she walked back to the room she had been in. Now, I found the video where there's blood on the bathroom floor. There's blood all, but she tried to clean up the blood. You can see she tried to clean up the blood. Okay, no one assisted her. Alexee gave birth unassisted to a son while in the bathroom. Yep, we know the kid. Oh, you watched this on YouTube too, Nate? Yeah, I have that video. Oh my God. So again, you go to the emergency room. They gave this girl a cocktail of drugs. At 2:02 a.m., the doctor had already ordered an ultrasound to determine the status of the baby, and the same was ordered before the doctors and nurses learned that Alexee had given birth. On January 27th at 2:38, the infant, which now has a name in these documents, Alex Ray Fierro, that's the boyfriend's name too, was pronounced dead by the defendant doctor. The hospital allowed the police into the room of Alexee with label cameras on and asked questions of Alexee and her mother that are protected by HIPAA laws and by the New Mexico Constitution, law, rules, statutes, and regulations. This is why the judge sided with the defense on this. This is why the judge sided with the defense. Now they're going to the Supreme Court, which is only going to send it back down to the lower court. Okay? So, Crazy Cat Mama, I don't know what you mean. She willingly and knowingly did this on her own to that baby. And no, okay, there is no excuse for anything that happened. Point blank, period. First of all, they should have never given her that cocktail. Was it morally wrong that she didn't tell them she was pregnant? Yes. Was it ethically wrong? Yes, it was. But they fucked up. They gave a 17-year-old a drug cocktail before they even had any type of test results, point blank, period. I'm going by legalities. This is why the case is in the courts now. This is what happened with Casey Anthony. Everybody wants to put what she did was wrong, what she did was wrong. That's fine and dandy. We don't know what happened to that child. The medical examiner could never tell you how that child died. I still believe it was an accident. Still believe it. But the point being is that the hospital is to blame. for what happened. Now, what she did, and when they use the word asphyxiation, that means so many different things. Okay, she knew she was pregnant and lied about it. Yes, she did. So she has accountability there as well. She knew she was pregnant. I'm going by the fact she knew she was pregnant because they said she didn't tell them she was pregnant. This is in the document. So she holds responsibility too. I know I heard Casey Anthony, and I don't believe half the shit she was saying in that docuseries. I really don't. I don't believe half the shit she said. So this is what's in the court. Did the hospital contribute to the death of this child? Yes, they did. Yeah, and that's what I said. It was an accident. But she tried to say that her daddy had did something to the child. And then he got the little girl out the pool, which I do believe he did something to, because she kept asking him, is she okay? Is she okay? Now, I do believe daddy knew more than what he was saying. Okay, so let's get back to this. The medical records, lab results, and videos of Alexee, her treatment of lack thereof at or by defendants without consent of Alexee, was released to the Artesian Police Department and later to the public. Subsequently, the videos without consent of Alexee, her attorney, or court were disclosed to the media, the district attorney, Artesian Police Department, and have appeared on Facebook and other social media from numerous persons in the community, along with 3 major television networks, and have shown such confidential and private information that did not come from Alexee or her attorneys, and did not come with consent from Alexee or her attorneys. The hospital violated HIPAA laws by allowing the taking of such videos and the release of protected health information. This is 19 pages. I can go, this is only page 6. The hospital, the doctor, and hospital employees allowed the release of protected medical records and information, including reports and videos taken at the hospital. So, children are having children, yes. The hospital and doctors were, the hospital employees and doctors were aware of the pregnancy at 12:51 a.m. Oh, she was 19, sorry. Failed to inform Alexee that she was pregnant, failed to take the necessary healthcare procedures and protocols for the pregnant woman who was at term pregnancy. The decedent died from malpractice of defendants. Alexee was 19 years old at the time, 5 feet in height, and her weight was 126 pounds. Now, the young woman, that baby was decapitated because they didn't get her into surgery to get a C-section when she was having such a bad delivery. The hospital has settled for an undisclosed amount of money. You're right. They didn't have to tell her mother anything, and they didn't. They didn't tell her mother anything. Okay? They didn't tell her mother anything. They asked Alexee, is it okay for us to give this to your mother after we read it to you? But the mother kept insisting she needed to see it because it was her home. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Okay, so here we go. Upon information and belief, Artesian Special Hospital District, DBA doing business as, that's what DBA is in case you don't know. I'm sure you do. DBA, doing business as Artesian General Hospital, is the body and corporate and Politic organized under the laws of the state of New Mexico as a special hospital district and as a party for purposes of these claims, and is responsible for the actions and omissions of its employees, agents, and contractors. So again, we had a mixture of cocktails that was given to a 19-year-old girl. And even after they found out she was pregnant, they still did not remove the IV drip until she said she felt she had to go to the bathroom. Now, here's the thing. I've been in a hospital. I've had the IV drip. If I say I got to go to the bathroom, they're not going to remove it. I got to take it with me. I got to take that shit with me. And they said failure to follow guidelines and practices that a woman of childbearing age who indicates that she has to go to the bathroom should have been examined first to make certain she is not pregnant and giving birth, because they knew she was pregnant at that time. Here's the thing. They knew she was pregnant. She was at the delivery point. They knew she was pregnant. She said she got to go to the bathroom. They should have went with her or to check to see if that baby was down there. This lawyer, his name is Bustos, Arthur Bustos. This man is a great attorney. This man is a great attorney. This is 19 pages. And I'm going to go back to page 3. Page 3. Here we go. Again, the child now has a name. And then it's just, Alexee denied pregnancy. Alexee lied. Now, some women I know still have periods, but I don't think they go all the way up to your 9th month. She lied. She told the doctors that she was on her period. So she has responsibility here as well, because right then and there, if she would have said, hey, I'm not sure if she was on her period, but she's gained weight. We saw it in the picture. There's a chance I may be pregnant. But again, she lied. Her mother's there. She never had a pelvic exam. They gave her medication for pain. And then they turned around 10 minutes later and gave her a damn cocktail of drugs. So this is what the case is about. What is the liability and what responsibility? We heard what that other doctor said that wasn't even a part of this case. He said the fact they had her on morphine contributed to that baby's asphyxiation. He said when they use the words asphyxiation, it makes it sound, it sounds diabolical. But that means all kinds of things. So there's the paperwork, and I'm going to go through it again, and I'm going to pick out, because they have some really good arguments in this document. Really good arguments in this document. And this attorney that they have is an excellent attorney. When I was talking to Bobbles about this, I said they have a good case to sue. Didn't know that they were suing. I said, oh shit, let me go look. And sure enough, there's the lawsuit. There is the lawsuit. They had a good case. They have a good case. So, okay, what else is there? There was something else that I wanted to bring that document to you guys because of the fact that we had discussed it the day before. So I definitely wanted to bring you guys that. I know you're fighting against it. That's fine. She holds responsibility as well. My thing is what the hospital did. She holds responsibility. You can't tell me at 19 years old you don't know you're pregnant. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that baby hasn't been moving around in your stomach since you were 3.5 months, 4 months pregnant, especially when you get to 6, 7, and 8 months pregnant. You can't tell me that. So she lied. She has accountability as well. I don't know if she's going to do any time. I think they overcharged her. They're charging her with second degree. They're charging her with second-degree murder. I think it should be manslaughter. And your ignorance is not a defense. You can't tell me that that girl did not feel that baby moving. You can't tell me, maybe she didn't. Even her boyfriend noticed she gained weight, I'm sure. I don't understand how her mother let her go to the damn prom after all of this shit. After the baby, she went to the prom like it was nothing. But baby, here's where we have an issue. Did her act, now the fact that she denied the pregnancy, yes. I'm going to agree with you on that. Her actions led to the death. I'm going to have to agree with that statement. I have to agree with that statement. I have to agree with that statement. Her actions led to that baby's death. That could be the drug cocktail. That could be anything. And yes, maybe the baby born didn't say that, but she ripped that cord apart. So yes, her actions led to that baby's death. But what is the hospital's responsibility with that drug cocktail? Did that attribute to the asphyxiation? Nope, she didn't tell anyone, nothing. But with all the drugs she had in her system, and people were saying, well, if she was in labor, she'll be screaming. Not necessarily. Not everybody screams when they're in labor. And look at a cocktail that she had in her system, muscle relaxers and all kinds of stuff. Well, I don't know about her parents. I know she has a mother. Her father has never been mentioned. Yep, she tried to hide it. Yep, she tried to hide it. And this is where this attorney is really, really good. I think it's overzealous. And anytime that the court, especially in a case like this, aligns with the defense team, and now the prosecutors are appealing the judge's decision, paramedics told me they could not give me pain meds. True, because women can be pregnant or having a heart attack because that presents itself differently. That's true. You're right. She hit the crime. Well, she hit the baby. You're absolutely right. And yes, she did. She lied to her mom. But did you see the way her mom was acting? Shit, I would lie to her too. Did you see the way her mom was? We've talked about this. Do you know what these young girls do? I mean, she was all there. So let's look at this again. Let's look at this again. I want to go to, oh, wait a minute. I found it on, hold on a second. Hold on. I found it. And I want you to see, I really shouldn't show this, but I really want you to see this because I don't think anybody saw all of it. But she is, I don't think if we've ever seen the bathroom itself. Well, I have. Well, I'm not going to show it to you, but the bathroom, that was blood, and you can see she tried to wipe it up and everything else. So in the affidavit for her warrant, okay, it states that the undersigned murder in the first, wait a minute, hold on, let me share this. Let me just share this with you as well. Present. Okay, so the affidavit for her warrant, it states that count 1, murder in the first degree, alternatively abuse of a child, intentional resulting in death. Count 2, tampering with evidence. So they're going with first. I thought they amended this though. Maybe I need to go pull that one. They're saying first degree murder. They're saying first degree murder. First degree murder. That's what they're going with. But I swore they amended that to second degree. It is amended. But this is the state of New Mexico. So they filed this on May 18th. This happened in January. Was it May? They filed this? May 10th, 2023. Yep. So I swore they amended it to second degree. And I know I read that, but this is the documentation that I had at the time. So, and it's amended. So again, they have to do better. That's what I see. They're not saying the baby was alive because nobody heard the baby cry. But then when they say asphyxiation, they make it sound like she smothered the child. And when you heard Alexee in the bed, she said that she's sorry, but she didn't know what, he wasn't crying. That's what she said in that hospital bed. They said they found the trash bag tied up underneath another trash bag. And the housekeeper is the one that found it. They said the baby came to check the bag and they opened up. They found a newborn male that was already blue, cold and blue with no signs of life and a temperature of 95 degrees. One of the nurses moved the deceased newborn to the room he was currently in. They had not moved anything and had left him as they found him. The items in the trash can with the newborn were paper towels and bags from the restroom and a tampon. So, oh my God. Was she really on her period because they found the tampon? They found the tampon. Yes, she said nothing was crying. Okay, crazy cat mama, what did you read that the baby's mouth was open? Please tell me, what did you read that at? What document says the baby's mouth was open? Because I'm looking at the document. It doesn't say the baby was sucking on the bag. What did you read that at? If you have the proof of that, please put it in the chat. If not, please don't. If that's your opinion, please state in my opinion. I'm looking at what they found. I'm looking at what they said. They don't say the baby was sucking on the trash bag. That's your opinion. State your opinion. Say, in my opinion. People are going to say, oh, in Heidi's chat, they said this. Say, in my opinion, please. I'm looking at exactly what they're saying in here. Oh, that's true. Okay, I'm looking at the documents, and unless Rabbit has some other documents that I don't have, I'm looking at exactly what it's saying. So I'm going to go listen to Rabbit. But I have the documents, the affidavit for arrestful warrant. You just read, I have it right here. Baby John Doe was newborn baby who died shortly after birth. They said the postpartum examination lists the cause of death as entrapment. Now, what does that mean, entrapment? That could mean a lot of things. They said there was no air in the lungs or in the stomach. So what documents does Rabbit have? They said hypoxia, lack of air. So the connections in the heart that allow proper blood flow in the uterus were still open, which is not unusual in a newborn. The adrenaline glands showed microscopic hemorrhage, which can be seen in hypoxia, like a lack of air. That's what it says. I'm looking at the stuff. The baby was 38 weeks and he could have life outside of the uterus. I'm reading all of this. Okay, and then it says entrapment occurs when an individual is in an airtight or relatively airtight container. In this case, a tight plastic trash bag, and consumes all of the available oxygen until there is no longer enough oxygen to sustain life. That's what it says on the last page. But it says there was no air in the lungs. It was a lack of air. So when the baby was born, did the baby take a breath? You see my point? See, when you suffocate, you get hemorrhaging in the eyes. Lexi cannot get away with what? Lexi is going to be held accountable for her part. She lied. Just like Casey Anthony lied. She's going to be held accountable for her lies. The problem is the hospital did not follow their own procedures. She attributed to the death. She lied. Just like Casey Anthony lied. So I'm trying to see what she's getting away with. Thank you. Yep. She lied. She lied. But the hospital did not follow their own protocols. Even after they knew she was pregnant, they did not disconnect that IV. Who murdered? Where's, you see, Crazy Cat Mama, stop putting that in my chat right now. Again, I asked you, if it's your opinion, please state, in my opinion. Don't put that in my chat. Yep, her actions, because she lied. She definitely lied. I said she bears responsibility as well. She bears responsibility. They knew she was pregnant. She went to the bathroom by herself. You gave a 19-year-old a drug cocktail without even waiting for the test results. Thank you. Please say that from now on. It is my personal opinion. That's what I need you to say. Thank you. Bambi, she's not 100% responsible. I'm going to say they're 50-50. And that's your opinion. But I'm looking at the facts. You're going off emotions. I'm going off of facts. I'm going off of what I'm reading and the facts of the case. I'm not going to let my emotions get the best of me. Everybody let their emotions rule them for the Casey Anthony case. I never did that. I went off what was presented, what the facts were, what was available, what was the cause of death, what was the manner of death, and that was never, ever proven. We cannot be emotionally involved. If you're an attorney, you cannot let your emotions rule you. Whether you're now, the prosecutors are going to do that because they're going to play on the jury's emotions, and then the judge is going to come back. He's going to give you instructions on what you're going to need to follow in order to come to to decide the case. If I was her, I would actually let the judge hear the evidence. I wouldn't even do a jury trial. I wouldn't even do a jury trial in this one. I would leave it up to the judge. I would leave it up to the judge. This one, I wouldn't even play with a jury trial because emotions are going to come into play. But it did for Casey Anthony too. It depends on the instructions that are given by the judge on how this case is going to go. Yep, that's what she will always be known as. And that's why I still can't understand, how did she go to the prom? How did they treat her when she showed up at that prom? I don't know how her friends didn't even shun her. But these kids, they have no cares in the world. No care. She went to the prom, but now you're suing the hospital because your son, Alex, who is named after his dad. I wouldn't even show my face at that school again. I really wouldn't have. I'll be too damn embarrassed. I would be too embarrassed. But she bears responsibility, and I'm not denying that at all. I'm not denying that at all. You know what? I'm tired of fussing with y'all in the chat. Let me just drop this. If y'all want to come up, y'all can come up. I'm not even going to fuss. I'm not even going to. But I'm saying everybody rules, I get it. The emotions are there. I'm looking at the facts of what I'm reading. Now, unless there's another document, please let me know, because I damn sure want to see it. Damn sure want to see it. I read you what they said entrapment was, and that's what entrapment was. But then they'll say that there was a lack of air. There was no air in the lungs, but everything was normal. I know you were coming, woman. Hold on. Hey, baby, I knew you were coming. Here we go. We got Bambi. I got you, ladies.
No, I am so
I
sorry,
got you,
but
ladies. I knew you two or you were coming. Let's go.
Oh, heck yeah.
Such a sensitive thing.
Okay,
The resources
so
that are available to the youngsters nowadays, it just infuriates me. And this, she knew she was pregnant. Her family, her friends, everybody knew she was pregnant. Deny the pregnancy pictures, deny it, deny it, deny it. When she went in and said, "Oh, I'm having back pains," she's been there before. They've addressed her back pains before. Let's be real, because she's a cheerleader. She's this, she's that, whatever the pussy ass, whatever. But when she said that she was constipated, they did an abdominal. They checked her abdominal. She could wear the biggest, baggiest clothes she wanted to. They still had to fill her abdominal. Please, any hospital's gonna know she was pregnant. They had to do the pregnancy test in order to confirm it, even though she denied it, her mother denied it. It doesn't matter. She was 19 freaking years old. All the resources that are available that weren't available 40 something years ago.
Crazy Cat Mama, did you not hear I said they knew she was pregnant before she went to the restroom?
No, yeah, I know.
Okay, so the hospital knew she was pregnant. Okay, Bambi, what do you have to say?
Well, in my opinion, and I'm looking at this legal, kind of like you, legal standpoint.
I know. And I apologize.
First hurdle that they would have in the defense is she hid the crime. She hid it. She cleaned up. She knew what she was doing. That shows she knew what she was doing was wrong.
Yep.
She knew.
I agree
Guilt.
with that.
That's not how you're going to get over that hurdle. She knew what she was doing was wrong. So that shows guilt on her part.
Yep, I agree.
Culpability, I mean, that shows culpability. She knew.
Yep.
Now, the only thing I can say is you got a kid. She's a kid. I mean, let's be real. She's a kid. And I'm only speaking from personal experience. My son was born 5 weeks early at home. I saw my OB doctor the day before. He didn't check me out. Famous last words. You're not going to go early. That's what he said to me. So at midnight until 9:30 in the morning, I was in labor. I didn't know because I was always induced. Didn't know. And at 9:30, my son came out. My water never broke. And I thought I had to go to the bathroom. I thought I was constipated, but I had to go to the bathroom until I felt his head. And when he came out, he wasn't breathing. Well, I mean, he wasn't breathing yet or anything. Well, because that's normal. He wasn't breathing or anything yet. He's still.
Girl, I don't know if it's normal or not. I had 3 C-sections, so I've never passed
all my
the baby,
kids were
so
induced.
I don't know.
Yeah, all my kids were induced. The doctor, broke water for me. I've never, I always thought your water had to break first. No. That wasn't the case. And I remember my body's in shock. I know what to do normally. Like if it had been you, I would be like, get towels, sweep the mouth out, do all these things. My husband looked at me and said, what do I do? My body was in so much shock that I looked at him and I said, I don't know. I totally turned stupid. So think about this. You got the 17-year-old girl. She just gave birth. The baby's not moving.
I'm sorry, she was 19. I said
she's 19?
Yeah.
She's 19? Well, the baby's not moving. It's not breathing yet because she doesn't know to sweep the mouth out. She doesn't know what to do to get the baby, the stuff, the care. She thought it was dead. Now she's scared. Oh my God, I'm going to go to jail. Oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. What do I do? She threw it in the trash can, unaware that the baby was alive. And I think it suffocated in the trash can. So either way, her negligence caused the death, in my opinion. This is just my opinion.
Yep.
You got a kid who panicked. She panicked.
Okay, so let me tell you about the first drug. Oh God, I'm trying to pronounce this again. The cyclobenzaprine. Okay. This is okay, I'm sorry, Crazy Cat Mommy.
Muscle relaxer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a muscle relaxant.
Yeah.
Yep. So
benzapine.
Yes, it's a muscle relaxant, but it also causes bloated feeling of gas, nausea or vomiting, stomach cramps or pains, diarrhea. So they gave her that one. Okay. Then they gave her, these are the drugs that were in her system. And this is why I'm saying the hospital is in trouble. That ketracodolite, is used to relieve moderately severe pain, usually pain that occurs after an operation or painful procedure. So they gave her that in a cocktail. Then they gave her, all of this is in that IV bag before they had the results back from the lab. When have you ever heard a hospital to do this? When?
I don't know. Because I mean, you gotta understand those drugs are like low-level drugs. They're not like
combined, they could be lethal.
I mean, they could give them to you for arthritis, you know, minor pains and aches. I mean, they're not hardcore narcotics. You're dealing with low-level B drugs. You know, something they give to somebody who has arthritis and muscle pain.
So here's the thing. So the other one is to prevent nausea and vomiting. And this is to be used after surgery. She didn't have any surgery, but you can use it for other stuff too. So I'm just saying, is there a risk to that medication? Yes.
Was it promethazine?
No, it's the it's the ondansetron, whatever it is. Yeah.
Okay. Because some of that stuff they can give you while you're pregnant for nausea. Like if you're sick, like all day sick, they'll give you certain drugs that'll prevent nausea.
And then we had morphine sulfate. It's what they gave her to.
Now the morphine's a big one. That's a big one.
A big one.
But it was in minor doses.
The morphine, that is the big one. And that's what that other doctor was talking about. Hi, Riley. Happy Friday. That's what that other doctor was talking about, is when they gave her the morphine. But they did all of this before the test results came back. And she's 19 years old. They gave her a drug cocktail.
What's the standard on that? Because I mean, you get a patient that comes in, they're in severe pain, they're crying, they're begging you, please get me out of pain.
And she's been there before.
Do they give you? Will they give you medication, assuming that you're
they don't
tell them you're pregnant?
Never, ever gone in a hospital in pain. And anybody in here, please tell me, have you ever gone to an emergency room, you in pain, and they gave you a cocktail of drugs before they did, before your test results came back?
Yes,
I will say, Heidi, I have. Like, I've gone into the hospital for migraines and stuff and for pain, like severe pain. And they'll ask me, are you pregnant? And I'll be like, no, I'm fixed. And they'll come in a couple minutes later with a fucking shot. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know in my case, I've never had, they usually don't wait. Okay, but then again, they assume I'm telling the truth.
No, when Nathan was, 9, Christmas Eve, Nathan started hallucinating. I'm serious. He started hallucinating, and I took him to the emergency room. His fever was really, really high. They wanted to do a spinal tap on him before they even did anything. And I called his primary care physician. She said, do not let him do a spinal tap on him at all. She says, I'm coming up to the hospital. They hadn't even, I'm serious. We were in the hospital Christmas Eve to like mid Christmas Day. Nathan he was severe. He wasn't drinking water. He was severely dehydrated. They wanted, and I'm like,
that's all that was wrong?
Drinking water. Yes.
They wanted to give him a major procedure like a spinal tap. Oh my Lord. That's scary. But they didn't even want to examine anything else. Just spinal tap right away. That's scary.
And then I don't know if you remember, they had a breakout of meningitis about 20 something years ago. He was like 17 at the time.
Okay.
And my nephew but he had been around my nephew. Yep. He had thrown up and I was like, what do you mean? But he was hallucinating. And when Nathan at 9, when he peed in my bed, I'm like, what the hell? He scared me so much. I rushed his ass to the hospital.
Wow. Well, you know, the hospital should be smart enough to know that if you're running a high enough fever, you're going to hallucinate. You're going to hallucinate.
See, now I didn't even know he had thrown up early in the day. I just knew he started hallucinating. He said, so I started hallucinating later on in the day. I didn't even know that he had thrown up all his water, because when he said he was dehydrated, I'm like, what do you mean he's dehydrated? Yep. And he was, and he's telling you what was going on. And he scared me to death. And I'm like, what the? And my first thought is to get my child to the hospital, because I have no fucking idea what's going on. They wanted to do a spinal tap on this child. And I said, and he couldn't even, they were touching him and he was screaming. I said, stop touching him. Every time they touched him, he would scream. How the hell are you going to do a spinal tap on a child when he can't bear to be touched? I called this pediatrician. She goes, I'm on my way up there. Don't let him do that. Hi, Jennifer.
Good mothering, Heidi. I mean, really good mothering, man.
He scared me because Nathan does not get sick. Those are the two major times I have to take him to the hospital.
Wow.
And we were at St. Joseph's.
Well, thank God it was nothing serious.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
But they thought he had meningitis then, because he had been next to his cousin, where he had seen his cousin that weekend, and we found out that he had meningitis. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And that day was bad. He lost his, I'm saying, we were on the way to the hospital, and Nathan, no offense, but he lost his bowels in my car. We had to take him to my mom's house to get him cleaned up, because he refused to go to the hospital like that. And they got him there. As soon as we got him there, they put him in a bed and they started running tests on him. Oh no, the third time is when he had strep throat and he didn't listen to me. His throat was closing up on him. We had to rush him to, it was at a little emergency room. Then they had to put him in an ambulance to send him over to the hospital, because his throat was closing and they had to cut his throat open.
No, it's just
three times I've had to take that young man to the emergency room. 3 times. And I had strep throat so bad. Yeah, he said, yeah, that was fun. I'm in the bed with strep throat. Fun. I had a severe case of strep throat. And he comes in the room pointing at his throat. I said, what the hell? He's going, and I was like, oh shit, Tim. And he rushed him over there, and they wouldn't let Tim take him to the hospital. They had to put him in an ambulance and put a drip on him.
Well, thank God everything worked out. Thank God. So what are we going to be talking about on Cocktail Hour tonight? What's the?
Oh, we're talking about all kinds of shit on Cocktail Hour. We're going to be talking about reality shit, dumb shit that's going on with all these criminals on these reality shows. Yeah, he did. When he came home, he had red beans and steak. He did.
He was hungry. He was hungry.
Lauren.
For 3 days. Leave him alone.
I'm serious. Nathan doesn't get sick. Brian gets sick. Marcus really doesn't get sick. Nathan doesn't get sick. So when Nathan is sick, it's hospital time.
It's a good thing that he doesn't get sick.
Yeah, he gets severe. Yeah, Lauren, that was scary. That was scary. I'm serious. I'm in the bed with strep throat, which I was like day 6, because I had a really high fever. And then Tim comes back to the house. He goes, they're taking him in an ambulance. I said, what? And then the ambulance driver was making fun because Nathan's so tall. He says, I don't know if we'll be able to close the doors, because he was leaning off. He was hanging off the bed. And I was like, oh my God. So Tim, I said, come home and get me here. Heidi, you don't need to be out here. I said, come home and pick me up. I'm going to the hospital. And I went to the hospital. Yep, he did. He came home and ate. But,
well, Heidi, if people knew
that's gangster right there.
If people knew your cooking skills, they'd understand why Nathan came home and ate right away. Okay,
right?
Let's be real. Okay,
right?
No, we're not talking about testicles. Yeah,
testicles.
Yeah,
I got your back, Nate. I got your back. You know that.
Yeah. So look, and even Lauren tells you, when he gets sick, he gets sick. I'm serious. But when he was little, Nathan was hardly ever sick. He was hardly ever sick. Nathan had perfect attendance damn near 3 years in a row. unless I pulled him out of school to go do something. Nathan never missed school, ever.
Do something like what? Go on vacation, Heidi? Did you put him out of school for vacation time?
Well, if I had something to do, I would pull him out of school.
You having him play hooky and skip and stuff. He's trying to implicate
Look what he's doing to Lauren. Look what he's doing to Lauren. He cries up a scene. He never did that with me, Lauren, so he needs you to baby him. I'm serious. He would be sick. I'm serious. He would have Kleenex, like if he had a head cold or something. He's got Kleenex and stuff stuffed up his nostrils. And I'm like, Nate, you need to go to the doctor. Now I'll be okay. I'm like, what?
Nah. See, that cries about being congested thing. That's a boyfriend or husband tactic. That's the manipulative boyfriend tactic. I don't feel good, babe. You take care of me, babe. I don't feel good, babe. I don't. Yeah. That's a man tactic.
He's giving me 3 grandkids. 3, 2 girls and 1 boy.
That's him wanting some love. That's him wanting some love and some extra
attention. Laughing reading Lauren's comment. He's crying over being
Take care of him, Lauren. The only way that you can.
Oh my God.
And that he's your baby.
I'm serious.
Great.
Nate would be in that room. I'm serious. If Nathan had a refrigerator in his room and a microwave, I don't think I would have ever saw him. But he would, I'm telling you, Nate would know when the food was done, because next thing I know, I'll hear, because if he hears my plate, I'm pulling plates out. I hear the door open. He's coming to the kitchen. He goes, so food's ready? I'm like, damn well the food's ready. And that's the only time I would see my son is when he comes to get a plate if I'm still in the kitchen.
Same. But my kids have a microwave and a fridge in their rooms. The only time they come out is for dinner. When I actually cook, they'll come out. Otherwise, nope, I don't see them. I have roommates at this stage in life. I have really shitty roommates. They don't pay the bills. They don't clean up, and they eat me out of house and home.
I'm gonna tell you what Nathan did one time. He sent me a text one day and asked me if I can stop and pick him up some Burger King, right? And I'm sitting in the game room, and he's upstairs. I sent him a message. I said, asshole, I've been home for 2 hours. When the fuck have you been? Oh, you're home?
Right, I go through that too. Same with my kids.
Heidi's only 29. Don't let him think she's 43.
No, but he did. He sent me a text and asked me, can I stop and pick him up some Burger King? And I'm reading this text, and I said, did this boy not hear me coming? Right. He was like, oh, shit, you're home? I said, yeah.
Like, shit, somebody could have broke in and robbed you, and he wouldn't even know. Be like, oh, shit, we got robbed? Didn't even know. I go through the same thing.
Oh, now she wants me to come get him. I'm not coming to get him. That's your issue now.
Oh, damn.
Come on.
Oh,
Nate.
shit. He says I'm coming up. Oh, shit. I'm in trouble.
Hold
on. Let me get
Nathan.
Here we go. God damn. I'm in trouble.
Bambi, you're about
Why
to
y'all
get
got my son?
I didn't do nothing. See, I'm battling a tornado behind me. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. You're doing nothing.
Got my son coming up here. He already want to call the people on me. He already gonna put me in a mental hospital. Shit.
Oh no. Damn.
You're stuck, Lauren. You're stuck.
That's
with him.
Lauren. Look, he's all Lauren's now. He is all Lauren's.
Yep.
That's it. He's all Lauren's. My mommy duties have ended. Oh shit. Here he comes. Hello, sweetie.
Now, hold on a minute.
I'm gonna love this. Oh shit.
There's a lot of chitter chatter about me, and I don't know if I appreciate it too much.
Heidi made me do it. It's all Heidi's fault. All Heidi all the time. Heidi made me do it.
That's Lauren's fault.
Plead the fifth.
Yeah, I know.
That avatar.
I was just sitting here minding my business, and I was, looking at the chat, and I was like, what is this woman saying about me? And I was like, you know what? Nah, I can't. I gotta come in here and set the story straight. So about my congestion, I think I might have sinus issues. Like, I think I'm really dying. and I think the world is trying to kill me.
The world is trying to kill you. Got it. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the world is trying to end my life. Now,
Okay, got you. Okay.
What's been happening for the past couple of months is I can't fully breathe out of one nostril. So I lay down.
A nosectomy?
No, my nose is fine. I got a hunker of a nose. My nose isn't that big, but I can, it's good
enough.
enough.
Cut it off. We have to cut it off.
Now hold on. Now my name is not Michael Jackson. I will be keeping my nose. I enjoy the black nose I have. Now, because I wear a CPAP, because I wear a CPAP and I put that on, and if I can't get full range oxygen, I start panicking because I think I'm just going to go to sleep and die. And then I get mad, and I'm like, I don't want to have to sleep upright. And we have a recliner down here, so that's when I come and sleep down here.
Why do you have a CPAP?
So you have sleep apnea?
I have
boogers.
Yeah, I have a medium level of sleep apnea.
When did that happen?
Can you get like a?
Wait a minute.
Can you have a surgery?
When did that happen, Nathan?
It's been 2 years, 2.5 years now that I've had this thing. Yeah.
Can you get surgery?
Nathan has never snored. Okay, so let me tell you, me and Nate were up when Nate was up one night. Brian was home for a visit. Brian is way down the other way from my master bedroom. Tim's in the other. He's in the master bedroom. Brian was snoring, and then Tim would answer snoring. Tim would snore. Me and Nate just walked. We kind of let Matt in the living room, in the family room. Nate goes, "What the hell?" I said, "I can't sleep like this."
I'm sorry.
You even closed the doors, you still heard them. And the house isn't small. It's like, damn. But Nate, I didn't know you had a CPAP.
I didn't know I needed one either until I got told I snore. And I was like, I do not snore. And then people started reporting.
That you need to have a sinus scrape.
I probably have a deviated septum. However, I don't want them to fix it because I want to get my I don't want them to do anything that could fix my sleep apnea because I'm trying to get my disability when I get out.
Boy, you military man. I tell y'all something.
Oh no. The government gonna pay me.
Nathan.
Pay me.
Oh my Lord.
So that's what his brother did. So Brian, so I remember Marcus says he's getting ready to retire. So he was going back and forth to the medical doctors, right? I said, Marcus, he was like, Ma, listen to me. 22 years. I want full disability. I said, damn.
Oh man.
Even my cousin did the same thing.
Knees? Oh yeah, no, I need my paper. You know how much people get with 100? You know how much people get with 100% disability? That is almost $5,000 a month.
Don't forget your nasty feet.
Yep.
Anyway,
do you know how hard it is to get 100% disability? You'd probably get like SSI, like supplemental. Like it's supplemental, get like $900 a month, maybe a little more.
Did Marcus get full disability for his?
I don't think Marcus went through with anything. When I talked to him before we left Japan, he was like, nothing's really wrong with me. He's like, plus I'm gonna be making a lot from my retirement and my new job. But then again, it's Marcus, and Marcus be cryptic sometimes.
Yeah, so he's cryptic. Okay,
cryptic.
He's cryptic.
But me, on the other hand, I'm very transparent, and I will be at that VA every day.
You are my son. I'm so proud of you.
Hey, right? Y'all want to give me money that, because of this XYZ? Sure, bring it on. Give it to me along with my retirement. Give it all to me. I'm not mad at you. Everybody else doing it, I'm gonna do it too.
Now, Nathan,
Lawrence doing it.
He won't do it. He ain't gonna do it, Heidi, because that's not who you raised.
Nah, you crazy.
No, Nathan,
I'm definitely doing
that's not who your mama raised.
Crazy cat mama. He just told you one thing Nathan doesn't do is lie. He's very transparent. Nathan can't lie. I'm serious.
I hear determination in that man's voice. That man's gonna do that. I can hear
that's not the man.
I can hear it in his voice. He's gonna do it.
He has never been able to lie. I'll ask him a direct question. So, Nate, did you? He was like, "What? Huh? Wait, what you say again?"
I got to make sure I understand the question in full. You know what I mean?
So
I'm on a stand.
I have to ask it. I have to be direct. You can't beat around the bush with Nathan because he'll go, huh? What? What exactly do you mean by?
Hey, what are you saying? What are you trying to ask me? Are you self-incrimination is terrible.
That is my
People
son.
get locked up.
That is my son.
That's right. That plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
I remember one day, this kind of made me mad. It was back in I think it was 2021 when I went back to one of my old units or whatever. So I did this briefing for I want to say lower ranking people, right? I was a tech. They were like a bunch of E4s and E3s and whatever. So I was an E6.
So what is your rank now, Nathan? What is your rank?
I will be an E7 come later on in the year.
Thank you for your service, by the way. Thank you. Thank you very much for your service.
Okay.
I am happy to do it.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you're doing it.
Okay.
Better you than me. I'm glad you're doing it.
So I was doing this briefing, right? And somebody was talking about they were going to Barcelona. So I looked at him, I was like, hey man, I heard Barcelona's pretty good. Barcelona has, a bunch of beautiful people or whatever. And then I kept going on with my briefing, yada yada yada. I get to the end. And I'm like, there's people of all ranks that, typically come to this class. I was like, as you can see, we have an E2 in here. And I was like, hey, mind if I ask you, like, how long have you been here? And I was like, how long have you been in the military? And she goes, I think it was like 3 or 4 years. I was like, oh, like, I was like, oh, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right.
She ain't doing her stuff. No.
Well, she got demoted.
Yeah.
She got demoted. And I was like, what happened? These were my intrusive thoughts, but they were coming out, so they were just words at this point. So I was like, what happened? And she was like, I'd rather not talk about it. And I snapped back to her. I was like, oh, it doesn't even matter. You're here. Your work center, they trust you, yada yada yada. Man, this chick gonna report me. I'm gonna get to that. So I go to work, and my supervisor, he's like, yo, did you teach the AFTC course the other day? And I was like, yeah, that was me. He's like, oh, okay. The next day, he's like, hey, we got to go talk to the captain. I was like, for what? He's like, I don't know, but apparently we got to go talk to the captain. So we go talk to we get there, right? And the first shirt pulls us into the office. So the first shirt was like, hey, Sergeant Walker, if you want to go ahead and just leave your stuff in here. I was like, hey, shirt, what the hell is going on? Like, what is going on? And then this man proceeded to say, he was like, all right, so when you get to the door, just make sure, you knock twice and then do your facing movements. I was like, my what? I was like, I'm sorry? What do you mean? Do my facing movements and salute at the door? That is for people who are either A, going up for some type of they're trying to get an award and they have to go have like some type of formal briefing, or B, or interview, or B, you're in trouble. And I wasn't going up for the first one. So I was like, hey, what are you talking about? And he said it again. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go with it. So I do my thing or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get in there, and this captain. I mean, he was the first lieutenant. He just the dumbest dude ever. Like, he looked like his off switch and on switch were two different ones, and one of them and they never were. They were just always in the same position. So he was off and on at the same time. He was always called him. I always said he used to buffer. I called him as like he's buffering right now, so it's taking him a minute to respond.
Okay.
So I get in there. It's him, my other senior, my supervisor is all the way to the right, and then it's somebody else. I don't remember who the other person was. The shirt. The shirt was in there. So I'm like, he starts reading me my rights. I was like, hold up. I was like, hey, why are you reading me my rights? And then he reads them again. And then I was like, first of all, why are you reading me my rights? So then he was like, you're being accused of sexual something, not sexual harassment, but something. He said something. Yeah, me.
Was this like a military? Was this like an MP? Was this like an MP, like a military investigator?
No, this was at a maintenance unit. It wasn't like security force or anything like
and
that.
And they read you your rights? Wow.
Yeah, first of all, he's not supposed to read my rights, but he read me my rights, and it is me coming from. I'm a prior cop. I was like, I'm sorry. Did you say sexual? I forgot what he said. I think not say it's like sexual allegations, something weird. Where it's like a sexual speech. It's like it was a speech. And the speech was sexual.
Okay?
Yeah, me. And I was like,
Wow.
I was like, sorry. Did you say sexual something? And he said it again, and it was like, do you wish to talk with us, or would you like an attorney? I said, I'm gonna go talk to the JAG office. They don't even worry about it. I'm gonna go talk to the JAG office.
Yeah, right.
And so he was like, all right, you're free to go. So I walk out. I'm going the shirts off, and I was like, what the fuck was that about? And the shirt was like, what did he say? He was like, listen, that whole thing just went wrong. Like that went so out of order. He's like, I just want to apologize for
Crazy
that.
Mom, you're not connected. Okay.
He's like, I just want to apologize for that. And I was like, you know what? I know exactly what happened. I was like, I know exactly what happened. So my supervisor was like, hey man, he's like, you good? I was like, I'm perfect. I was like, I'm gonna go home. And then in the morning, because the legal office was closed, I was like, I'm gonna go home. And then first thing in the morning at 8 a.m., I will be sitting at the legal office, right? So by the time I was about to like go to legal, I'm sorry, legal open at 9. At 8:30, my suit called me in the morning. He was like, hey, don't worry about going to legal. We're gonna go back and talk to the captain and them. I was like, what's going on? He was like, they're calling this whole thing off. I was like, oh, word? Okay, cool. So we didn't talk to him. So the captain was like, first of all, I just want to formally apologize on behalf of all of us. Like, we got this report and then we did our internal investigation and we realized that this is unfounded. We've also talked to like other chiefs around the squadron and XYZ, and they were all like, sorry, Walker? Absolutely not.
That's what I'm like, you?
Absolutely not. It's like, no, not sorry, Walker. We've never, no. So that whole thing got nixed or whatever. And I told him, I was like, so they gave me the report, right? But I hadn't read the report yet. So I told him, I was like, what do I look like speaking like that? And I was like, I got 2 daughters of my own. I was like, and if y'all know me, I'm about my paper. I was like, first thing I'm not going to do is jeopardize my money. Oh, come on.
That's
now,
right.
I am not doing that at all. Not for y'all, not for them. Absolutely not. So we all laughed about it. I get back to the office and I read the report. The girl that I had kind of like had the words for, not like words for, but when the words came out, so she felt embarrassed. So she tried to say that when I was talking about the Barcelona thing, that I looked at the dudes to my left and winked at them. I was just like,
whatever.
I was like, how you gonna see me wink at him? You are diagonally behind me to the right. Like you couldn't even see my eyes. I had to like literally spin my chair to turn around and acknowledge you. Like what? Like what is this? And then she was trying to say like I was being racial in the classroom. And I was like, the only time I ever brought up race was to talk about the differences in like learning differences or whatever, right? Like people might not have English as their first language because we had a very diverse class. Yeah. And I was like, this guy's obviously Asian. We have a Hispanic.
But aren't your classes recorded? Aren't your trainings recorded?
No, you can't.
Now, what happens on a report like that when it's unfounded? Now, will she be reprimanded? Does the military do anything to somebody like that goes around accusing people of bullshit? And what happens?
Let's just. I mean, they can say that they do they get people for filing false reports, but they don't. And she was getting kicked out anyways.
Oh, yeah, because she was been in there for what all those years, and she was just in E2. Nathan, I told the story one time of when I had to go to your school, and they had ordered all these pizzas, and Nathan's teacher told me they called me, and the man on the phone is talking to me. Now, this is a man. I'm in my office, and he says, well, Nathan is going to be suspended because it was a bunch of ruckus in the thing, and they were bringing pizzas in, and the teacher was asking them to back up, and Nathan was directly behind him, and he told me on the phone that Nathan told him to suck his dick. I said, excuse me? And these are the words he used to me. Nathan told me to suck his dick. I said, excuse me? And he said it again. I said, first of all, Nathan would never tell you to suck his dick. If he told you to kiss his ass, I'm going to believe that. I said, and how do you know Nathan said that? He said, he was directly behind me. I said, so you saw Nathan say that out of his mouth? No, ma'am. I said, so girl, I went to that school. I was so mad. I said, if you ever call me on my phone again and tell me my son said to suck his dick and you use those exact terms, I will come up here and punch in your mouth. I said, there was a better way for you to tell me that conversation. I said, but since you want to be nasty about it, I said, let me tell you something. I said, if Nathan gets suspended out of the school, you and I got a big fucking problem. I said, because Nathan, but I'm sitting there going, I know the shit Nathan would do. I know the shit he would say. I'm like, no, he didn't say that. But Nathan did get me in trouble one time with the school because he almost lost his phone privileges. My son is disgusting.
Now hold on. First of all, they should have been. First of all, you're not taking my phone. You're not taking my phone. You didn't pay for it. You didn't buy it. You don't pay the bill. You ain't touching my phone. Now, this person, I'm literally. I had to go to work, and my ride, she was running a little bit behind, and so I was in the parking lot, like literally.
You were in the cafeteria.
No, I wasn't. See, he lied to you. I was in
I cursed him out
parking lot. Yeah, I was in the parking lot by the You remember how you go to you keep driving down? It's like the right side of school where that gate was at.
Yep.
That's where I was. I was in the parking lot. So this man was like, "You're not supposed to be on your phone right now," and I was like, bro, I'm off campus hours. Like, I'm not even at school. I'm in the parking lot waiting on my ride to go to my work because I was in that co-op program. Yeah. He was saying like we're just still on school campus. Like, I'm in the parking lot. Like, if I don't go to work, I don't get my grade. What are you talking about?
Yep.
And he kept saying, "Give me your phone." I was like, I'm not giving you my phone. Hey, get your stupid ass out of here. Give me my phone.
So Nathan tells me, well, I get a phone call from the school, from the teacher, and he's telling me that Nathan was on his phone.
I didn't even know that teacher. That's the crazy part. I didn't know who that was.
So I had talked to Nathan because he told me what happened, and he was telling me that Nathan was in the cafeteria. No, Nate told me that he was off campus. That's the way Nathan said it to me. I was off campus. I'm thinking, he was off the, on the street. The man tells me he was in the cafeteria. And he told me that. And I said, but you asked Nathan to give him the phone. He goes, well, yes, ma'am. I said, first of all, do you pay a fucking phone bill? I said, do you pay a phone bill? He was like, well, no, ma'am. I said, okay. And secondly, who are you to tell my son to? And he was going, I went the fuck off on this man. The next day, Nathan tells me the man apologizes, saying that they probably had a misunderstanding. And Nathan said, what did you tell this man? I said, I went completely off on this man.
No misunderstanding. You understood that I wasn't giving you my phone.
Yeah, I went completely off on him. Nathan would get me in. Oh my God, he's got me tickets when driving. A man stopped me. He goes, ma'am, you were doing 70. Nate said, no, she was doing 85. Oh my God, damn.
I was on this phone. You speed. You get that ticket. That's your fault.
Nate would just tell on me. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But every time I had to go to that school, it wasn't that often. Then I had to go because he got into a fight in the class over a pencil. Then we had to go to court. I said, wait a minute. Where was the teacher when this fight happened?
Now listen. One thing, you're not about to touch my pencil.
So we get to court, and the police officer that was there, he had some of the teachers that were there, and they said he's a great student. He would never. But I was laughing because I was looking at paying a fucking fine. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? And Nate was like, well, he was my friend, and we were fighting. I said, you were fighting with your friend over a pencil?
No, so this is what happened. Right? I'm sitting there, just got done playing basketball. That doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So I was playing basketball, and we go to my third period was algebra. So this friend of mine, he had a habit of showing out, just showing out a little. So we get in there. I have my pencil on his desk. I have my pencil on my desk, And he was like, "Hey, let me get a pencil." And I was like, "I don't have a pencil. My only pencil." Okay. And he was like, "Man, let me get a pencil." And I was like, "What did I just tell you? Like, I don't have a pencil, right?" And this is when I was in 9th grade. This is before I hit my growth spurt.
Yep, it's
This
exactly
is before I hit
you
my
hit.
growth spurt.
Yep.
So I was like 5'6", 5'7", maybe. A little small, little pudgy guy, you know.
Yep.
So I told him that, and then he took my pencil, and then he broke it. I was like, why did you do that? Like, what possessed you to do that? And so he, started saying some words. So I got up out my desk, and then he I got him on my desk, and so he had like pushed the little projector like in my direction. So I like moved it out the way. So then he proceeds to push me, and I proceeded to hit him with a combo. And yeah. And my teacher was Korean. She was like, "Oh no, oh no, stop fight, no, stop fight."
Yep.
And then
So
the black cop dude came in there, and yeah, it was fun.
It was funny. So I had to go up to the school, and Nathan went to the high school for law enforcement and criminal justice. I had to go up to the school, and they're telling me that the parents of the boy that Nathan got into a fight with was really upset. And Nathan's sitting in there. I'm looking at Nathan, and he's telling me what happened. I said, "So is the other little boy going to be suspended?" He says, "Well, no." I said, "Well, how long is Nathan's suspension?" He says 3 days. I said, "Oh, no." I said, "If he's getting suspended, then that other kid is going to be suspended as well because he caused the problem." I said, "Cause and effect." I didn't know the parents were in the next room. I said, "If you're going to suspend him, you're going to suspend the other one." I said, "Because I'm not playing this shit."
It was
So
just
Nathan only had a day, so they gave him a day to go home and cool off.
Yeah, it was just his mom because she was a single mom. I remember the dude's name, Eric Russell.
Yeah,
We
I
have a
was
little
sitting
friend
there
circle.
going, "How you gonna suspend him? Because he got his ass whipped?" That's what I asked. Because he got his ass whipped. I said, "No, he's not being suspended." So Nate thought I was going to be mad. And Marcus was living with us at the time. That's before he left. Marcus, I called Marcus. I said, "Nathan got into a fight." So Nate gets home. Marcus, "So all I want to know is, did you whip his ass?" Nate said, "Yep." I was laughing. I said, "That's it. I ain't got time for that bullshit." But Nathan was something else. And now look at you. And you wonder why your kids, especially Justin, was cutting up in school.
Nah, Justin's just mental. That's all that is.
Justin has gotten so calm. But Nathan, I'm telling you, I just laugh sometimes at all the shit that you have caused. All the headaches, me running back and forth to schools, but you still kept a good, you graduated with honors. Don't know how, but you're smart as a whip. But you don't take no shit.
I still think they were just handing out those medals. I don't really believe that those were authentic. I think they were just handing those out.
You were exempted from math in college. Come on, Nate.
No, I was exempted from the lower levels, and then I made the mistake of taking this college calculus, and my teacher, I think he was not from America, and I struggled so hard. But now we got Chat GTP.
But I told them that time that I had to do that math. What was that math homework I was doing? What was it? Geometry?
You were doing geometry. Yeah, you were doing geometry.
So I called Nate, and he came over from his apartment to help me, right? And it wasn't clicking in my head. Nathan took the pencil and hit me in my head. He goes, "Listen to me." I was like, "Wait a minute." He was like, "You're not listening." I said, "But it doesn't make any sense." I'm telling you, I woke up around 3:00 in the morning, and all that shit made sense to me. And I went in and had completed that paper. Nathan hit me in the head with a pencil. I said, "I never hit you in the head." He hit me in the head with a pencil.
Yeah, pencil solves all. It sparks creativity.
It did. It sparked my creativity.
Little couple of taps with the eraser of a number 2 pencil.
Yep,
the
it
mind
really
going.
did. But look at the man that you are now. Boy, I'm telling you. But you remember that time that Marcus and Brian came to your school? You were in 9th grade. And Marcus and Brian came to your school, and all those girls were going crazy over your brothers. And you were like, what the hell is this? And then that summer is when you had that growth spurt and you went back to school. But
Yeah,
you
what's
remember
up
when all
now?
those girls were running out, they were going crazy over Brian and Marcus.
Yeah. I'm just like them, but I'm taller now. Look at
Yeah,
me.
that shit was funny. Nate was like, and they were like, Nate, those are your brothers? Are those your brothers for real? Nate goes, yep, those are my brothers. Yeah, he does. He likes to live on the edge. But Nathan has
I'm the most cautious and
no.
safe
Nathan
person.
has he has a temper, but it takes a lot for that temper to be unleashed. Like I woke up that one morning, there was a hole in my kitchen wall. You remember that, Nate?
Oh, huh? What'd you say?
Do you remember that, Nate?
What?
I woke up that morning. I walked in the kitchen. Marcus was standing. It was like they knew that Marcus was there. Brian was there for a visit, and I walked in the kitchen to make coffee, and I saw, and I looked again, and I walked back out the kitchen. Marcus is standing there looking Brian, and I said, "What happened to my kitchen wall?" Oh, well, Nate and Mark got into it last night, and Nate just took him and put him through. I said, "What?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you put Mark through a wall. I was like, what? Nathan has a bad temper. It takes a lot, but he put that boy through a wall. I said, what
Hold
the
on.
hell? What were
I'm gonna
y'all
let
fighting
Lauren tell
about
you this.
anyway? And Mark is not his brother at all, but he was Tim's stepson, and he put that boy through a wall.
So, something happened in December of 2023.
It is dangerous. You smacked me with a pencil. He knew it. But anyway, I needed his help.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Nathan.
In December of 2023, remember I had the kids. I was visiting Lauren and her parents, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're all out. We got our like flannel pajamas, all the good stuff. We're all matching, looking cool on Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
We
because I
go to
saw
this
y'all
like
went to that little fair, whatever that thing y'all went to. Okay.
yeah, so we're there and we're walking towards the event. And her mom she has like pain stuff, right? So
Uh-huh.
she walks, when she walks, she likes to sightsee and things like that. So she was kind of taking her time, well, she was taking pictures and video of us, and she was
Uh-huh.
kind of a little bit behind us. But she was in the middle of the road. So the guy, there was a bunch of, I want to say like probably 3 or 4 Hispanics or whatever, right? This is gonna get a little vulgar.
Oh my
Please
God.
excuse my vulgarity in advance. And so they honked the horn at her. She gets a little startled and she starts moving out the way, but not fast enough to their liking. So they
Uh-huh.
say something else, and I go, "Hey man, she's already moving." I was like, "However, you have all this driveway, like you can literally just go around." And then they was like, "What is?" And there's one dude out the passenger. First of all, you're trying to talk trash to me out of the passenger side of your best friend's ride. Cut it out.
Okay.
Cut it out. I need you to stop, sir. Stop it. You're not pushing the wheel. I'm not listening to you. So, yeah. So he starts saying, "But this is a road." And I was like, "And so is all of that over there." Like I'm just like, like this is a parking lot. I was like, "So is all of that." You could have literally just went around. Like there was so much empty spot. He could have just went around, but he was
Okay.
being a dick or whatever. So he kept talking, and I'm walking, and I'm trying to keep my cool because I'm around her parents.
Uh-huh.
I'm around her parents. So then the guy says one more thing, and I said, "Hey, dude, don't get fucked up." I was like,
No,
"Don't
you did
get
not.
fucked up." I literally turned. I was like, "Don't get fucked up."
You startle yourself. You're like, oh, I see.
Yeah, and so the dudes are driving off. They were trying to drive off slowly, but the guy was like out the window still talking. I was like, "Don't get fucked up." I just kept saying it. I was like, "Have a good." I was like, "Don't get fucked up. Have a good night. Don't get fucked up." And he was like, "What you want?" I was like, "Just don't get fucked up." And then we were walking inside. I looked at her dad. I was like, I'm so sorry about that. I just don't like people like that. Like I just got very mad. But I kind of the whole time I'm inside, I was like, man, if this dude comes in here and he tries to approach me, I was like, it's not going to be a good night for him. I was like, it's just not going to be a good night. Because I heard dad was like, are you really going to fight that dude? He's like, you got your kids here. He's like, they don't want to see that. And I was like, I understand that. I was like, however, sometimes stuff has to happen. And I was just like, I don't want it to happen, but if it had to happen, it just had to happen. I said what I had to say. I was like, don't get fucked up.
See, Nathan, that's why. Oh my God, I didn't know that happened. I thought you yanked the guy at the car or something. I'm like, please tell me he didn't yank somebody at the car. Please tell me that. Please tell me.
Because then it would be my fault, and then I would be in trouble. No, I'm smart. If you want to be an antagonizer, I'm just gonna say my piece.
Okay, but what if they had a gun or something, Nate?
We also had a gun. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, you have a gun? Oh man, yeah. The car is right there. Oh, you have a gun. Oh my God, no.
Nathan,
we also have a gun.
Yeah, people are crazy these days. You know what? I don't like to hear that, but you guys have gotten better because Brian used to just knock people the fuck out. Marcus didn't give a shit, and he doesn't have. He goes from 0 to 10. There was no in between with Marcus at all. Yeah, no in between. Brian's the same way. You more or less like kind of, but it takes a lot. You wonder where he gets it from. He don't get it from me. He get it from his daddy.
All I know is I just say certain things, and I like to live a calm, peaceful life. That's it. I don't want any trouble.
You stay out of trouble. But Justin has a temperament. Justin will punch. Well, shit. He done punch. You remember that? What was that? That guy was older than Justin. And that's when y'all were in San Antonio. Justin punched that boy right in his nose and didn't give a shit. He was taller and older. Justin don't play either.
Always tell the kids. I tell the kids, I fight kids. I will fight kids. Don't. If somebody bigger than you is messing with you, call me up.
I used to do the same
I'll fight kids.
I'll fight kids.
I'll fight the parents too.
Remember, we were in Virginia Beach. I had to, because that guy, remember I used to take you to school every morning. And then I didn't know why. You got on that bus and that guy put your face to the thing. I jumped out that truck. The truck was still rolling. Somebody had to jump in it and jump on that bus. That little, well, not little, because he was way bigger than you, pissed all over himself. And then his mama wanted to talk shit. I said, tell her I'll beat her ass too. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Nathan, you've caused me headache after headache after headache. I'm serious.
I just peace and equality. It's a great life.
I know, but the men you guys are now, it makes me so proud because you got your own families. And I just laugh. I just laugh because just to think, I used to tell you I wanted your kids to be just like you were. And boy, did you have two of those. And now Justin has mellowed out, leveled out.
Hold on now.
Huh?
Don't put these kids on me.
Yeah, those are your kids. Those are your kids. You used to call me just a school call. I just laugh. I said, really? It's school call?
These kids think they were slick. So every time I would have a day off of work, something would always happen at the school. One of them is sick. One of them got a stomach ache. Oh, I remember one day I made them suffer. I think it was Justin. Or whatever. So I was at home the entire time. Nurse gonna call me at like 10 in the morning. Talking about, Mr. Walker, could you come to the nurse's office to get Justin? Because he has like a tummy ache or something like that. And I was like, I can't come because I'm at work. I was like, I'm a cop. I was like, I can't. I was not at work. I was at the house. I just was not coming. right? So 11 o'clock comes, they call again. Sorry, I'm trying to get off of work. 12 o'clock comes, same thing. About 2 o'clock, about 2:30.
Almost when school was over.
Yeah,
Yes.
but about 2:30, I'm like, do not call my phone again. I was like, I have told you multiple times what I am doing. Do not call my phone again, right? And so I go in there, I go in the office, because school, they got on the bus around like 4 or whatever, some weird time. So I
Okay.
go in the office, right? And I knew exactly what lady it was. And I look her dead in her eye. And I'm talking to this other lady, but I'm looking the lady that kept calling me. I'm looking her in her eye, but talking to the other lady. Because as soon as I came in, the lady was trying to like act like she was doing something else. I was like, yeah, somebody kept calling me to pick up my son. And I literally was trying to get off of work. Blah, blah, blah. I was just making stuff up. Because I just wanted her to feel like trash. You know,
Nathan.
because it happens all the time. Like they just call. They just call and call and call. And I'm literally like, stop calling me. I know
But
the
suppose
situation.
Justin had a stomach ache.
Justin didn't have no goddamn stomach ache.
He wanted to spend the day with you.
Every time. He had no stomach ache. I ain't listening to that. That's why I did what I did. Don't call me. Learn something.
I remember that time that Brian was home for a visit. He was home for like 2 weeks because he had came from overseas. And Chris, I got up that morning to get Chris ready for school. And Chris was, he acted like he was so sick. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, because Brian had been out all the night before. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to let you stay home. I'm going to put you in my bed. So I went in Brian's room. Well, I went in Chris's room because Brian was in there. I said, hey, I'm putting Chris in my bed. He's sick. He's not feeling well. He's like, okay. I said, so make sure you know, that you pay attention and listen. Chris played all day. Brian said when my car pulled up that driveway, he said, Chris all of a sudden got sick.
No, my nephew was sick.
I walked in the house and I said, how is Chris? And Chris was like, I said, Chris, you feel? Brian said, stop lying. You've been playing all day.
My nephew was sick.
He said, Ma, the minute your car came up that driveway, Chris started acting like he was sick. I knew because I talked to Brian earlier that day. Chris is in the background making all kind of noise.
My nephew was sick.
Chris was something else. But Nate, can you believe your nephew is 21?
I can't believe I haven't talked to my nephew since he joined the military.
Oh my God, you're kidding. And then your niece is about to have a baby. You're gonna be a great uncle.
Oh, Natalia?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I saw that again and come across and I was like I knew it, but then I saw it happen again. Like it came across the line. I was like, who is this? And I was like, oh, I was looking at it like it was somebody else's name.
Oh my God. But yeah, but I just can't believe this at all. But I'm telling you, time has flown. Time has really, really flown by. I can't believe that you have 3 kids and your oldest will be 16 years old. How's that make you feel, Nate?
Huh?
How's that make you feel?
First of all, she has to make it to 16 first.
She has to make it to 16.
I always say that every year. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Every year.
Kayla doesn't cause any problems. Don't talk about Kayla. Kale, don't talk about Kale. Okay. She causes no issues. She's the perfect child.
Okay. I'll let you
She's
have
perfect.
Okay. Where are you getting these facts from?
I'm just making them up as I go.
Yeah, you are definitely making them up.
She's perfect. She's respectful. She's quiet. I mean, come on now. You can't ask for a better daughter.
Can't be talking about the same person that I see every day. Can't be talking about that one. There's no way.
Tell her room and bathroom has never looked so great.
Child literally had to have Lauren go in there and organize the room just so she can know how it's supposed to look.
Kayla has an issue with. And then I'm like, I walk in the room, I'm like, what is this shit on the floor? Grandma, I got it. I'm gonna pick it up. And I'm like, Then I open the closet. She just threw everything in the closet. I'm like, oh no, pull it out. Let's hang it up. I bought you hangers.
That's the kill I know.
Yep. I said, I bought hangers for a reason. Let's hang it up. But grandma, get off the computer, hang it up. Let's go.
That's the kill I know. Yeah.
I'm serious. And then I went in that room. I was like, so every day I would go take a peek, and it was like stuff still getting on the floor again. And I'll just look at her. I know I'm gonna clean it up. Don't let me go in that bathroom. And I said, get in here now and clean that bathroom. Clean it. You have a cart to put all your stuff on. Clean the bathroom. Everything clean. Toilet, tub, sink, everything. Wipe it all down. I don't want to see toothpaste, nothing. So, yep. So we had to get into a routine. But she's good now. I got her ready for you.
I don't know how, because she came here doing the same thing.
Well, she's cooking now. See, but Nathan has always been a neat freak. Seriously, Nathan has always been a neat freak. He would be so upset when people would come to the house and we were having to get together and people are using his bathroom. Nathan would be freaked out. His room was always clean. His bed was always made. Everything in his closet. Nathan has always been a neat freak, except for when it came to him putting, doing the dishes and shit. I mean, it got to the point where I wouldn't cook if I had dishes in my sink. So they knew what time I would get home. I need my kitchen clean, or I'm going to walk in that back door, go straight to my room. I ain't cooking shit if my kitchen's not clean. That has always been my rule.
I told somebody at work the other day that, or whatever. She was a black lady or whatever. So I told her that, and she was like, "Wait, your mama used to do it?" I was like, "Oh yeah. If there was a dish in the sink or dishes," I was like, "Oh no, ain't no cooking in that house. Good luck." I was like, but the children here, they do their chores every night.
Nope.
I don't gotta say nothing.
And when Nate was younger, Nate used to like to put the dishes in the dishwasher. I remember when I taught him how to do his laundry, and he still does that. But when it came to that kitchen, he'll eat all night. I get up in the morning and I'm like, I don't believe he didn't put them damn dishes in the dishwasher. I'll hear the microwave. And then when Bryant was there all night long, doors are opening and closing, microwave going off. And I'm like, what the fuck are they in there eating all night? And I get up in the morning, I look in my kitchen, I'm like, yeah, this shit better be clean by the time I get home. That's all I would say. This shit better be clean by the time I get home.
I even told her, I was like, you started closing the kitchen down. Like at 12 o'clock, kitchen's closed. Don't go in that kitchen for nothing. Like, do not go in that kitchen for nothing past this time.
Yep. I remember when I made that big pot of gumbo, and Bryant, for some reason, decided. So I had 2 pots spoiled one time. One time was at Christmas with Thanksgiving when everybody was at the house, and they put the fire on, didn't realize it was on by mistake, and it burnt my gumbo with all that seafood. That pissed me off. But then Bryant was there, and he knows to get a bowl, put your gumbo in, or another little pot, and put your gumbo in. This boy heats up my pot of gumbo and then puts it in the refrigerator. I get up that morning, I want to have gumbo. Soon as I open the pot, I went completely off with all that money we spent on seafood. And I think he was scared to even touch a pot after that. He was scared to touch a pot after that. You spoiled my gumbo. You can't heat up a pot that big and then put it in the refrigerator.
You ended up making another pot too.
I did. I got up that Tim was, because I was so upset. Tim took me down to Kima and I bought, he paid for all the seafood and stuff. And I made another pot of gumbo. And I looked at Brian and I told him, I said, if you touch this pot without heating shit in the microwave or put it in a smaller pot, I will kill you. And he looked at me. He said, "And you will." I said, "I will kill you." But Nate, people say that you told them that I'm not. No, you said on the panel one day that I'm not one to play with. So Nate, are you trying to say that I'm a mean mother?
Mean? No.
Nathan, am I a mean mother?
That's what I heard. He said that to me before. You should get him.
Lauren.
The only thing that I said when these kids used to be like, "Grandma's so nice," I was like, "What?" Okay.
I used to say the same thing to my aunts about you, because you like my aunt Carolyn, and I was like, "You like that's my." I said, "What? Are you crazy?" Hi, Sherry. I'm sorry, Sherry, about your doggy. I really am. I am so sorry, Nate. I mean, but parents do that because when you were coming up, how your aunts were, your grandmother. I remember my grandmother told me, she was like, "Oh, don't say that to Nate." I said, I told him to stop running around. She was like, "Let that boy play." Let that have been me running around outside after I got you dressed to do something. My mother got me dressed. My grandmother would have a fit. "Oh, don't say that to them." And I'd be looking at them like, who are these people? These are not the people that raised me. I remember one time I called my sister-in-law. It was April Fool's, and I told her, I said, "Girl," I said, "me and Nate got into it last night. I'm so tired." I said, "I called the police. I had them pick his ass up." And my brother was home that day, and she was like, "You had Nathan picked up?" I said, "Yeah, he's at the police station." So, well, I said, "No, he's in jail." I said, "If he called you to come get him, don't pick him up." My brother's in the background going, "What the fuck she do to Nate? Where Nate at? What jail? We're going to get him." I had to mute my phone because I was laughing so hard. They were going to get Nate. and then I'm laughing. I said, "Girl, you know damn well Nathan is not in jail." They will come and get you. I have done that because my brother was like, he goes, if that was those other ones, and he's talking about his other nephews, my sister's kids, I let they ass stay there. Heedy, when they at? When they at? Nate, have you ever went to jail?
Absolutely not. We have this conversation every time I come on the panel.
I know, but I just like to say that I've never had to go to jail. I want to go get you or your brothers.
I can't. First of all, the reason why I can't go to jail is because I'm tall and I'm light skinned, and I do kind of think that I am a little bit handsome.
Oh my God.
Second, there's only so much defending. Well, jail and prison, but there's only so much defending you can do. Eventually, either you're gonna be getting or you're gonna be getting got, and I'm not for any of that. So I kind of steer clear of the trouble and all of that nonsense. I don't. It's not for me.
I know you remember when Justin was cutting up in class one time so bad, and I had told him, I said, "If that teacher calls your mother one more time," I said, "I'm going to kill you and I will help them look for the body." Justin looked at me. He goes, "And I believe you too." I said, "Please believe me. I will kill you and have them help them look for the body." Justin's like, he said, "Oh, Justin did said, he said, my dad said you were crazy." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, Dad said you were crazy." I just had to laugh. I was like, "Oh my God." I said, "Justin, please be good in school. Please don't let grandma come to the school, please." He was like, "I promise." And I didn't have any more issues out of Justin and his teachers.
Oh, Justin's getting to that point where he's smelling himself a little bit.
What?
Yeah.
You mean the same point you got to?
No, it's not about me right now.
So how's he smelling himself, Nate? How's he smelling himself?
He don't like to be told about himself.
Oh, okay, what is there to say? He's tall, he's handsome, his voice is smooth as butter. What is there to say but Justin?
Justin has terrible self-awareness. And he doesn't know when his doo-doo stinks. And that's a metaphoric doo, not actual doo.
So he's He's got this little girlfriend now, and he's smelling himself.
A little smelling it, so I don't think he knows that I'll embarrass you in front of your little friends.
Oh yeah, because you learned the hard way. Okay, so poor Justin. Poor Justin. Nathan, be kind to your son. He's only going through the same phase you went through, honey. You know that.
Right.
You know that because you didn't know your stuff stink either until I told you about yourself.
My stuff never stank. It just might have been a little tart.
Oh, okay. But you were, I'm serious, but I only had to tell you like once, maybe twice sometimes. And after that, everything was good. Well, at least I thought it was good, so it wasn't good.
No. Everything was copacetic.
Yeah, but think about it, Nathan. You've got Justin, who's basically was just like you when he was little. And he's going to be just like you growing into these teen years as well. But you really weren't defiant. You weren't defiant. Justin is, well, he's stubborn like you too, but you weren't defiant. Justin is not scared of nothing and no one. Well, he fears me, but he's not. Well, he did fear me. I don't know about now, but Justin's not scared of anybody. And that's the scary thing. He has no fear, nothing. Since he was little, he didn't care. He looks at you like he wants to kill you. And that's been since a little boy. I got pictures of Justin looking at his uncle Brian like, one day, just one day. And that's the way he looks at Brian, one day. Because Brian would pick on him all the time. But you just got to let him know that, hey, you got to make sure he keeps his temper in check too, because Justin has a temper. And you know that.
Not a bad one. He just gets quiet.
And that's the scary time when he gets quiet. Kayla too. But you guys are always a pleasure. And these people in the chat, they're going, oh. But I remember that time too came up here, her and Leslie, and they were telling, well, her and Elizabeth, they were telling about me growing up with me and how I was and how I was a mean sister. And I was like, wait a minute. I was not mean. They were like, all of our friends were scared of you. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I can see that.
I didn't like them little nasty, them little people they would be around. They were just, I'm like, oh, no, I wasn't mean. I just knew they were no good for them to be hanging around with. And I wasn't going to pretend that I liked their friends. I didn't like them.
The no good hussies.
Yeah, the no good hussies. The same thing I should tell you with them little girls. That would always be, I'm like, why in the hell are you talking to this little hussy? But you've gotten, your taste has matured, because that one girl, and her name came to my head not too long ago too, with the fake little ponytail in front of her head, that little piece of hair. I'm like, I can still see her glue.
You leave that girl alone. That girl is pretty good. She's a cool person. She's in her adulthood. She got a husband, a firefighter husband. They got some kids together. That girl, they just bought a $500,000-$600,000 house in, I don't know, I forgot, Nebraska.
She's in Nebraska now? Okay.
I guess so.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I know who crossed our mind. Catherine crossed my mind the other day too.
I don't know what she's doing in her life. I couldn't tell.
I know she was in entertainment law and she was practicing.
I didn't totally forgot Catherine was an attorney.
Yeah, she's in entertainment law and she's still practicing. So, but other than that, yes. You have had some floozies, and then you've had some really good women in your life. I'm gonna include Lauren in that now. I am so proud of you and where you are right now in your life. Very
I've
proud.
only been with one woman. That's Lauren.
Oh, that's it?
Yep, it's only been with one woman. That's Lauren.
Well, you probably mean, yeah, you've only been with one woman because the rest were girls. Got you. Okay.
No,
But
no, no. I was a virgin up until the point that I met Lauren.
so how did you have kids?
The goose.
Well, I know I
Work.
found you I found you at a garbage dumpster. That's what your brothers used to tell you all the time. Mom found you at the dumpster. I said, wait a minute. And you would cry so much. I'm like, they're lying to you.
Now, that cry sounded kind of ugly now.
You cried so bad, Nathan. You cried so bad when they used to tell you that. I was like, stop telling him that. And oh my God, you remember the time they locked you in the closet and they put that clown thing in there that would go round and around?
I love clowns.
Yeah, right. They tortured you.
My brothers would never do such a thing.
They tortured you.
I will not allow you to slander my brother's name.
I remember Brian tried to smother Marcus when he was a baby when I brought him home from the hospital.
Yeah,
he took Marcus' bottle out of his mouth and put it in his mouth and put the pillow over Marcus's face. So shh, Marcus. I said, oh shit. He was trying to smother his brother. I was like, Jesus Christ. I had to keep an eye on Brian at all times when he was around Marcus. I'm like, no. He was jealous. He wasn't getting no more bottles. He was off of bottles and Marcus was getting bottles. Brian wanted a bottle. I'm telling you, boys are horrible. They karate kick their teeth out their mouths. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Y'all were hard. Well, not, yeah. You two. Especially when the three of you were together. But I got to get out of here. I really need to work on this report real quick. And then I need to do some other stuff. So what are you guys doing today? Lauren, what are you guys doing today? What are you guys cooking?
I've been home since 12 p.m. my time because I got to work around like 9:15. And I had the realization that I don't want to work today. So I got to work. Then 10 o'clock came and I still was just at work. And then like 10:50 something came. And so my coworker came and he was like, hey man, we had like a little small rendezvous. He's like, why don't you just go get lunch like at 11 and then like release everybody? And I was like, I'm always down to like not be here. That is fine with me. So I went with him. I didn't get lunch because I had a little small breakfast, but I went with them. And by the time it was like 11:50, I was like, oh, my car is right there. And then I got in my car and came home. Yeah.
That must be nice to do that. I understand that feeling. I go in the office and if I look at the clock and I'm like, okay, I can go home and work for the rest of the day. But now I've been going in maybe 1 day or 2 days a week or a day and a half because everything I do for my laptop. And I get more done from home than I do in my office.
It is. It's just, I'm not saying I don't have a purpose, but I'm not going to be at that unit much longer. I have like less than 30 days left at that place.
I know. Like, and then you move to your new thing, right?
Yeah. But it's like, what's the purpose of me sitting here all day? So you can see my face? You better send me a message on Teams, man.
So are you actually doing work or are you transitioning now?
So it's two of us in there.
Okay.
But I'm the higher ranking. And so like we kind of split the task, but at the same time, it's like task, it's not much to do. So we just like, hey man, I'm gonna take care of this, and then he'll be like, all right, I'll take care of this one. And then next you know, we're just sitting there twiddling our thumbs.
So what are you gonna be doing in your new position with your new rank?
Pretty much I'm gonna be in charge of the commander support staff. So I'll be not really doing much, but I'll have people doing stuff for me. But I'll just be the person that makes sure that they're well taken care of, if that makes sense.
That makes sense to me. So basically you're gonna do what your brother Marcus was doing, nothing.
Yes.
Got you. Okay. Okay. Well, you've earned the rank. You've earned that. So enjoy it.
Yeah, but then it's going to start becoming political because other people are going to be like, oh, that's my competition now. And I'm going to be like, bro, I don't care about you.
So things are political in the military too. It's just not in private business. It's also in the military too. You always got people thinking that you're out to get their position or their rank, right?
It's a dog eat dog world in the military. And no, it's pretty bad. But we get the way our promotions work. So pretty much when you go up for your E5, right? You take a test and you test. You do either 1 or 2 tests depending on what's available for your career field. And then also, so you take those points, and then they take the points you get based upon your rating. So if you get a 5 on your rating, or if you get a promote now on your rating, that's an additional 50 points. If you get a must promote, that's an additional 25 points. And then anything less than that doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So you do that for your staff, and you do that for your tech, which is E5 and E6. And then if you get the cutoff, if you meet the cutoff, you get selected for promotion.
Okay.
If you don't meet the cutoff, good luck next year.
Okay.
So when it comes to getting E7, which is a senior CO,
which is a master, so you're a master sergeant.
Senior, master, senior, and all that.
Master
when it comes
senior,
to I just said master and senior together, like that's E7 and E8. But when it comes to getting those, there's no more testing. However, your package goes up to a board. And this board is comprised of 06s and E9s, which are chiefs and colonels.
Okay.
They do it X amount of times a year for each of the eligible ranks, and it's pretty much they meet all up at Randolph. They're in this office. They can't talk to each other, and they have this computer system. They literally have to they get your whole packet. Your packet is comprised of like 5 reports, your career data brief, and other stuff. And they literally have like 5 minutes to look through your entire package and give it a rating. They take the 3 ratings, add up what the total score is, and then multiply it by 15. And that score is your cutoff score. Now, after that's done, your cutoff score, your board score has to be above the cutoff score in order to be selected for promotion. So yeah.
Well, I saw the video with your commander and everybody coming to your home and giving you your promotion and stuff. And I must say, honey, you faked that like you didn't know what was going on.
Sure did.
You look so surprised. I'm like, oh my God, this boy is faking.
Hold on. We're getting a phone call. Hold on right quick.
Yeah, but that was nice of them to come out. I was when I got that video, I was so proud. And I know you're not there. Very proud of your achievements. Very, very proud of you and your brother. So you guys are definitely seriously, I mean, you're great fathers, you're great husbands, you're just great men, period. And the respect that you have for others, and I don't know where you get that from, but you have respect for others. You really do. And I applaud you. Even when you were little, it was always yes, sir. And you remember when I brought the 2 guys that I worked with to the house, and they said he's like 20, 21, and he's going, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. And they were like, you don't see that anymore. I was like, you weren't even in the military. I think you were 21, 19 or 20, between 19, and you've always been polite. Always. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Always.
I think I still do that. Yeah, I still do that.
And Mama always talks highly of you guys. She does. She just talked to Marcus, I guess, last week. She was telling me about talking to Marcus. And she was like, he is. I said, yeah. But, Marcus used to be her favorite until you.
No, how Grandma used to beat me with the screen door.
She did not beat you with the screen door.
Listen. One day I was at the house and I was going outside, and I don't know what I did, but I was walking away from her, So she ran in front of me, ripped out a thing from the screen door, and it hit me with it twice, and it broke. It's like one of those little wood.
Oh yeah, that's the day she and I got into it. Yep, she did. Yep, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes,
So she got it out the screen door, and she hits me with it twice, and it breaks. And she hits me with it as I was walking. You know how the older people would like try to like grab your hand and like hit your leg. Like grandma, I'm too big for that. But okay, so she did that, and she hit me twice, and I was like, okay, grandma, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go play some basketball. Love you. Then I was like, what you doing? What are
But
you doing?
she used to take, I'm serious. Nathan was so spoiled. I used to drop him off at Mama's house because he was going to downtown campus for U of H. And instead of him walking down the street and over the bridge to his school, which would have taken him like 15 minutes, my mother used to cook him breakfast every morning and drive him to school. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? She would, well, no, Nate don't need to be walking. I'm like, wait a minute. That's before you got your car. Nate doesn't need to be walking. I'm like, why not? Why not?
Oh man, it would be like clockwork. I get there about like 6 a.m, take a little snooze.
Yep, I used to drop him off and out to work.
Then around 7:15, because my class started at like I think 9. At like 7:15, she'd be like, Nate, breakfast is ready. Bacon, grits, and eggs. Ooh, and that bacon, it was always that country thick bacon with the tough gristle. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was better. It was better than yours, babe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Nate was spoiled. Yes, y'all can see Nate was spoiled. His brother used to get so mad. Oh, I didn't get a phone when I was 16. I didn't get a car when I was 17.
It's not my fault you didn't get a phone. I needed to communicate with people.
You were spoiled and you still spoiled. Lauren is spoiling you now.
Yeah.
She does. Yeah, she's spoiling you now. You've always been a spoiled ass. Always. Always. Chris, you, Kayla, y'all always been spoiled. Justin, always been spoiled.
Is it spoiled or fortunate? Which one?
Okay, let's say fortunate. Because Kayla doesn't like when I call her a spoiled brat. She goes, I am a brat, but I'm not spoiled. I'm like, well, what would you call it? And she does. She says fortunate too. She does. You're fortunate. Fortunate. But like anyway, yeah, but sometimes, yeah, you're spoiled. You always have been spoiled. So
I thought Lauren was in the chat typing something. I was looking.
Yeah, but you so when are you retiring?
It was gonna be 2031, but depending on certain situations, it might be 2033.
So you're gonna stay in an extra 2 years?
Yeah, because Kizzy will be 18 if I stay in an extra 2 years, and that child support will fall off, and I can just retire.
Okay.
Yeah. We gotta do some offline conversations.
Okay, I'll call you after I finish this report. I'll call you because I actually had it it's generated, and I was actually working on it for a bit. So it'll be in way before 11:30 today. From this BS. Yep. So I'm getting invoices for shit and for PayPal. For all this stupid shit. Here is your invoice. I sent this one message the other day. I said, I know fucking well, and I did. I said, I know fucking well you're not taking no money out of my account. I said, please let something be missing for some bullshit that I didn't sign up for. And they sent me an email back saying, I'm sorry, we had the wrong email address. Bullshit. Don't play with me. I hate people sometimes. I really do.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't say, well, not hate people. I just hate stupid ass emails when they try to get you to click on all these fucking links and shit. Your invoice is attached. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Anyway, I love you guys. Nate, I will talk to you guys later. Lauren, I will talk to you later. Are Kayla and Justin up?
They are. They just doing their own thing.
Yeah, because I really want to talk to Justin.
Hmm?
What?
She said she will talk to you later.
Huh?
All right. Go enjoy yourself. Have
I
fun.
will. I got to
All
get
that
this
work stuff.
report done. Okay, guys, I love you, love you, love you. Bye, son. I'll talk at you later.
All right. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
So I just want to say I enjoy having conversations with my son, and it's funny. Dolly is supposed to be on tonight. Okay, I thought Dolly did that last night. So guys, the result of our poll is 88% says that there should be no empathy or sympathy for JY. Also, Savage is going to go live today. She's live for me at 11:15. She'll be live for you guys at on Eastern time. She'll be live at 3 Central. It'll be 2. No, wrong. 2:15, 1:15, and 11 for me. So 11:15 for me. So check out Savage's live today. I enjoyed my talk with my son. It's not like we don't talk, but I just like to have him on panel. I really do. I enjoy having my son on panel because he's funny. And I enjoy just having chit chats with him. Thank you, Bambi, for coming up. Thank you, Crazy Cat Mama, for coming up. Really, really appreciate you guys. And I will see you later on tonight with Debbie. We're going to have drinks, and I will be drinking. Riley, if you're listening, we're drinking tonight. So cocktails is tonight. Love you guys. Have a great, great day. I will talk at you later. Bye. Thank you, expat. I really appreciate that. I have great sons. Great sons. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.